Eric, my boy Eric, the first one in. Let's get the likes up. Eric, the first one in. Let's get the likes up. I got one person in, one like.
Eric, my boy Eric, the first one in. Let's get
Elders in the building. Play for keeps is in the building. Oh, there's a lot going on in the NBA today. There's a lot going on in the NBA today. Let's get the likes up. Very important you guys come in and hit that like button. Very important. My boy SD Hydro, Gregory Brown, Ted Cox. My boy Malik Abdul is in the building. We got all the guys coming today. My boy Z, FBG, what's good, Z? He said trade AD, see you later. Nah. My boy Real Easy in the building. Got a great channel. Go subscribe to Real Easy. My boy Daryl Pitts is in the building. Go subscribe to his Twitter. He keep you on all updates. Daryl Pitts keep you on all updates on his Twitter. Najee, what's good? George, what's good, George? Yeah, everybody in. Let's hit the like though. Let's get the like button in. Oh yeah, Greg. You see I represent the Lakers banner. You know, I have to do something because you guys been rocking hard. So I got to, do what I need to do. Lakers in 5 years, 2023. Okay, that's next year. I can live with that. Bryant Ventura, what's good, bro? Elder, what up?
Salute, Kareem. What's going on, Doc?
Salute. N.B.A. Chan, what's good? Mr. Hit your like button. That's N.B.A. Chan. He said trade AD because he hasn't picked up a ball in a month. Maybe he's hurt.
He ain't hurt.
How you when we get a couple people because Elder looked like he about to go on. He said he ain't hurt, so it looked like this about to be a lie about to go crazy. I seen that look. I tried to say
Hey,
maybe he
salute.
hurt.
I ain't making no excuses for no professional.
Uh-oh. It's about to go down, y'all. Hit the like button for more people going because we're not repeating ourselves. Hit that like button. He said that's his routine. Wow. We about to go in. You know I'm going to ask Elder his deal. I don't think he like it. All right. I'm going right in, man. I told people 7 o'clock, tune in. Where we at? 7:04. One more minute, and I'm going to ask Elder how he feel about it. I tried to say maybe because everybody here saying trade AD, but people ain't like what AD did. People feel that he should be working on his game. Desmond was good, bro. 30 seconds. I'm gonna ask Elder how he feel about that, man, and he gonna go in. So people, we not repeating ourselves. So please come in on time. Hit the like button. Give people a chance to come in, because I could tell that he going in. He looked well rested. Elder looked well rested today.
I
We
will.
got Jonathan is in the building. My boy Magic is in the building. So I'm asking the questions. Get the likes up. So I said, maybe AD hurt for the people just came in. My boy said trade AD because he ain't pick up a ball in a month. I said maybe he hurt. Godson was good. McPherson was good. Elder said he ain't hurt. So Elder, Weezer was good. How you feel about AD ain't pick up a basketball in a whole month?
It's actually been longer than a month. Almost two. And he claims it's part of his routine. But my thing is your routine shows that you've been trending in a downward manner. 26% 2 years ago from the three, 19% from the three last year. You ain't gonna just attribute all of that to injury. And I don't know. I don't. That's not a someone that's hungry to win a championship. That's not the mentality. And again, I don't judge these guys or compare them to the greats of old because they did it differently. They did, but they also were greater winners too. Let's just keep it real. I mean, who in this generation won like Magic and Kobe and Shaq and Jordan? They ain't winning like that. They're not winning. Everybody winning during your era. You're not dominating nothing. The closest to it, unfortunately, would be Steph Curry now. They would be the closest to it if I'm just keeping it real and honest. So no, I'm not happy with what I heard. I'm not like the the fans that will try to judge when they don't understand it. You know what I mean? They never been in this situation before or nothing. The body definitely does need time away. The mind needs time away. But if I am trending in a bad way, I am going to be doing things to correct that and do that immediately. And the extra working out has only, think about this. Name me a guy that was a workout guru that stayed hurt. I can't name one. Guys like Jordan, Kobe, KG, them guys just lived in the gym and LeBron, you got LeBron until he came to LA. And I mean, let's keep it real. When you 36, 37, 38, y'all, I mean, honestly, it's amazing LeBron can even play 50 games a year. I'm being honest with you. He shouldn't be able to do that. So he is still even been relatively healthy, even at his old advanced stage. No, I'm not happy with AD's mindset. I think his mindset, and I'm not one who wants to go get in the gym, blah blah blah. But I just think, don't tell me you're doing the same old thing. You're that means that you have gone crazy, because that's like the definition of being insane. Doing the same thing over again, expecting a different result. You can't go into the off season, the one off season that you have, where you know you've been healthy, you've been standing up right. You don't have no lower body extremities that's stopping you from running, jumping, shooting, and you trying to stick to what you normally do. That's what bothers me, the mentality of AD. And again though, I don't agree with all of you that say trade him. I still don't. That's bad business. You don't give up all the assets you gave up for a guy like AD. He comes in and in the first year win you a chip, and then because you don't like something he's done, you say trade him. My thing is who you gonna get back? And you got all these pipe dream stories and fairy tale trades that none of them are viable. Let's just keep it real. So I don't agree with those that say trade AD. When I hear that, that lets me know I'm dealing with an individual that don't understand the business nor the game of basketball. Once you marry someone like that, get in bed with someone like that, whatever term you want to use, once you make that level of commitment, you don't trade it, especially after 3 years. Because people forget Anthony Davis only been with us 3 years. So just skip the fact that he won you a championship his first year. Skip the fact that he has been sacrificing his body. Skip the fact that you've done everything in your power from the front office to appease LeBron and not AD. You forced him and made him do something that he said he didn't want to do. So it's on both sides, y'all. But I still got to be honest. I'm still not happy hearing the mentality of AD. See, that's a person that believes their talent's going to kick in, and because their talent is so superior that it's going to be able to overwhelm folk. But what will end up happening is AD will get hurt again, y'all. Unfortunately, AD will get hurt again because again, here it is. You see in the office say, "We finna roll with you, AD." Now, do you think they're going to do the Darvin Ham thing, the Rasheed Wallace thing, all this kind of stuff, and not have already told AD that we finna take care of you and get set for the future and build around you? They've been saying that for the last 2 years. Now they're finally showing it, but you ain't changed up nothing. I don't think a professional basketball player should ever go 2 months without touching a basketball.
That's a long time. 2 months?
I
One,
don't think a,
Kevin
I
Durant,
don't
well, 2 months is a long time.
I don't think a professional in any manner should go that long without doing what they're supposed to do. So I'm not happy. Like he said, this routine is to go 4 weeks and do zero. That I don't like either, really. Nothing in 4 weeks. I understand, but nothing. So now you really out of shape.
Yeah. You could get
You
out of shape
really,
in a month.
and then easily in a month. Then you telling me you take 6 weeks to get your body, weight training. Here's the problem though. Like, how is it you don't understand this stuff? See, this is what I'm talking about. The guys don't understand basic basketball. Anybody that's going to lift weights should know part of lifting weights when you're a basketball player is shooting so that you keep your form and you keep your stroke. That's it. You can't lift for 6 freaking weeks and then come back and try to get your stroke together. Your arms have totally
Yeah,
changed.
it
Your
changed.
body has totally changed in 6 weeks. And last year, I gave the excuse for Anthony Davis because I knew he couldn't run. Remember last year, he ended the year on the injury, the lower body injury. So I knew he couldn't run last year. So all he could do was lift weights. And I remember the reports when Vogel was excited, seeing that his upper body was bigger and his shoulders and chest was bigger. He was like, oh, because they thinking he can bang now with these big boys. That's why his shot is going to shit. And I don't understand how NBA pro players don't understand this. How do you not understand you can't just go lift weights and not go shoot the ball directly after? Are you going to make a lot of shots? Hell no. It's not about you making shots. When you're lifting, you're trying to keep your form.
That just normal. Like your body changes when, like right now, if I'm not working out, I feel a certain way. When I work out, I feel, even when I walk, it shakes in my hand, you feel a difference. When I'm going like
Yes.
this bull crapping, you could feel a difference. So how can he said April 5th? That's a long time.
That's 2 months, bro. We're June, what, 11th, 12th? June
12.
12th? It's June. That's 2 months. So
Oh,
that's why I said it's been way longer than a month. He's in the midpoint of almost finishing up his quote unquote upper body or his strength conditioning, he calls it, for 6 weeks, which I get that. How can you be strengthening your body though, but not keeping your form? How in the world you got people in the NBA not telling Anthony Davis, bro, you actually have to go shoot right after lifting? There was never a time when I played basketball. Now football was different. When I was in basketball season, and I got my own personal work. I've been doing personal workouts since I was 15, right? So then you got the school workout, and your team work, and then if you had AAU, you got AAU workout. Every single time we had our boys lift, even if it was for 30 minutes, 40 minutes. Guess what they did for another 20? Shoot. Brick City. All the coaches out there getting all these bricks. No, you're not gonna make no shots. You just got done pumping iron, but you got to keep your form. You got to keep your form. You will lose your form. Why do you think most guys that play basketball are not muscular?
yeah.
Most guys that play
You're
basketball ain't
not.
muscular for a
You're not.
reason. They're defined. You can see the definition in their stuff so you can tell that they're strong. But muscular, it jacks up your shot. Tell me a guy that's just a muscle bound dude that's got a great jump shot. Tell me one. The closest you probably gonna get is Andre Iguodala
To me, the most muscular person I say
or
with big
LeBron.
arms is Desmond Baines. Desmond Baines got some huge arms.
Yeah. But again, we're talking about 100 years of basketball and we can barely get 3 guys. They normally don't mix, y'all. But again, I
And
guarantee you
LeBron is
this:
cut up.
with Desmond doing what he's doing, I guarantee you he getting up hella shots right after lifting. You have to keep your form. Your body's changing every time you sit down on those benches, every time you grab them dumbbells. It's changing. Keep your form. It's pathetic. And that's what I'm mad about. The mindset.
The mindset.
It's not where it needs to be. And that's a guy, in my opinion, that's saying my talent is superior. I don't have to go and do what the Kobe's did. I don't have to do what the KGs and the Jordans. I don't have to do that. And I'm not telling you to be on their level, but I'm telling you to be intelligent enough to realize what I've been doing has not worked for me. Freak accidents or not. Giannis, hold on. Giannis had a freak accident, did he not? And
Freak accident.
We thought Giannis was done.
I thought he
And
was done.
this booker came. What, he missed a game, half a game, come back and not only play well, put a 50 burger on top of a booker to win a chip. I
And kept going
guarantee
hard.
you. And
He
Giannis
he
goes
ain't played
hard in that.
passive or none of that.
He's
He
another
kept
guy
going hard.
that's bulky, but his jump shot's getting better.
But they lean. They lean and ripped.
Yeah,
They're not
his
like
jump.
like
Think about it though. His jump shot is getting better.
it's getting better.
It's not declining like Anthony Davis's.
Yeah, Anthony
How do
Davis
you
is
go?
declining.
How do you go from when you came to the Lakers, your jump shot was so good, your coach said, "I want you shooting 5 to 6 threes a game," to now we don't even want you to shoot a three. You're not even being guarded at the 3-point line. It just I don't get it, bro.
Yo, we got 105 people in here. Can we get
What
to
a
100
light set.
likes? Can we get to 90 likes?
Get them lights up.
Let's get to 90 likes, man. Come on. My boy DC Fitted said get to 90 likes. Before we
I'm not. Hey,
I'm gonna go to the thing. I'm gonna give some shout outs, but as I give a shout outs, I want to see the likes go up. T Prince was good. Tribe, what up? Paul Theory was good. Gary was good. Ty Kim was good. Godson, what up? Who else? Raekwon, what up? Gravity Artwork was good. Who else that I missed from earlier? Jamal Sullivan was good. Texas, what up? SS Robo. Cannon was good. As the likes went up, did the likes go up? These are people I didn't shout out. Some people I shouted out already. Mr. Fuquan was good, bro. Christopher Green, what up? Where do we at likes at before elders we start getting back into it? David was good. Where the likes at now? Somebody in the chat tell me where we at the likes. Can we get the 90 likes? He said LeBron sick to his stomach. Only 50 likes. Come on, man. Come on, Andrew.
We're at 68 likes, but come on, y'all. Quit playing around. Get them likes up.
Let's get the likes up.
I don't understand it. Raycon Cuffy, no sir, no sir, no sir, no sir, no sir.
What he said?
Raekwon was saying that Anthony Davis is just lazy. Now, I'm not going there. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going and saying that the brother's lazy. I'm speaking towards the mindset. It's obviously not lazy because he's working out now. Shaq wouldn't work out at all. And he would just admit that. I ain't doing nothing in the summer. I got children. I'm traveling. I'm doing my business stuff. He just admitted he didn't do jack. He said, I used the season to get in shape. That's not what Anthony Davis is doing. But what I'm saying to you is when you see your normal is not working and you're getting older. So you have to tweak and change certain things as you get older. He can't do what he did when he was 19, 20, 21, coming into the league when he almost 30 now. What is he, 29 now? You can't, bro.
You can't.
And your body has already failed you so many different times. And something like for me, if my shooting just drops, which I just couldn't imagine, but let's just say it did. I'm shooting, bro. I'm shooting. Shooting is all about confidence and reps, bro. That's it. You can have the ugliest jump shot in the world. I've seen, look at Reggie Miller's shot, y'all. Tell me what's conventional about his shot. The only thing conventional about Reggie Miller's shot is that it goes in. That's it. With high rate of consistency. Why? Because he shoots all the freaking time and he's got supreme confidence. You're not getting that without the reps. You're not getting that without the reps. You reap what you sow. You can't go put in 500 shots when great players are putting in 5,000 and think you're going to be just as good as them because you're talented. I'm not saying he's lazy. His mentality needs to change. That's all I'm saying. And I didn't like hearing what I heard because it lets me know his mentality hasn't changed.
He do need to change his mentality. Like he got the AD had to really wants to be great. After he won that championship, I thought that was going to be the switch. He had to want to be great, and part of being great is putting in that work. Because you got your competition putting in work. You got dudes every day. Anything you do, you always got to put in the work to be great. And I think that I don't see it. And like you said, he bulked up to help to try to play center, and that's something he don't want to do. Put him back to power forward, and that's that.
But the problem at the power forward, he got to be able to hit the jump shot. You can't be a liability like Russ. And then if we get a center, I mean, literally, what we're saying now is we're limited on what kind of center we can get. Because if your jump shot is done, we have to have a center that can stretch the floor. Now, if you hitting and we move Russ and get folks to hit, we can have a center that don't have to be no knockdown 3-point shooter. But we can't have three liabilities out there on the court. That's easy defense. It's easy to play D against y'all. Back up, hit the jump shot. You hit it, we'll lose. 9 times out of 10, you're not going to hit enough of them to beat us. So that's the thing that bothers me about what I heard. The mentality. I can tell the mentality hasn't changed. And that's the part that bothers me. That's the part. And then just no awareness, no sobriety. You, Anthony Davis, you know every single thing you say is going to be scrutinized. So you say something public like that. Where's your PR team? Where's your newfound wife that put a filter on you? See, that's what part of her job as a helpmeet is.
Yes.
Supposed to be
Yes.
telling you, no, baby, we can't,
Yes.
baby, no, you this. And again, you ain't gotta say nothing on this end because you'll show that. But when we in public, you know what, the social media, you can't say certain things because this is what's gonna bring the heat.
But
And then
see,
you put extra pressure that you don't have to have on you. Go
and
ahead, Kareem. I'm
see
sorry.
that's another thing. You know like the difference in type of women that's invested in their man career, what they man do. They'll push their man. No, you gotta keep it going. You got to have them type of women who understand your whatever you do. That's like
Hmm.
if you doing that's like someone on YouTube. If they generating uh that's like let's say if I'm building a big community, my subscribers and everything going up. And I got this show, we got this show, we doing the show, and I'm doing all this. But I'm getting lazy, don't go live, don't upload no video. It's important for my woman to sit there and say, yo, what are you doing? It's very important because this is part of my life and my a job, let's say. So it's important they understand no, hold up. You ain't upload a video in 2 days. You ain't been on YouTube. What's going on?
Yeah.
It's important somebody give you that push. Yo, that's why when the record with Drake said she wasn't with me shooting in the gym, it's the whole totality of it. It ain't just about hey going shopping and we
Yeah.
looking it up. It's about you making sure I'm not in the gym shooting in the gym with you, but I'm making sure you get up and you go to that gym.
She done
I'm
pack
making
your
sure
bag. She done wash your clothes and socks and
exactly,
underwear and tights. And when you go to the gym, you ain't got to do nothing but grab it and go. And when
exactly,
you get back, she got everything ready to go for you. That's her with you at the
exactly.
gym. Now, I'm gonna have to clap back a little bit at Brother Texas. I get what you're saying, and I agree that a lot of American women are selfish, but we can't put all of them in a category. We can't just, be loose like that and say all American women because they're not. I got a whole house full of women that ain't that at all. They ain't selfish at all, and they got my back all day, every day. You see what I'm saying? When I got a show with Kareem, all I gotta do is come in the house. Guess what? Computer set up, everything's plugged in, earphones set up, ready to rock and roll, water here, food here, fruit here, whatever it is I need. You see what I'm saying? That's a true help me. So I'm not gonna say every because it ain't every. Most of the time, because most people don't create the right environment, you're not gonna attract the right type of
But
people.
I know I pretty much I know he don't mean every single woman, but for the most part it is like that because when you talk to a lot of people say that's what basically a lot of times with Kevin Samuels and people were talking about far as that just with anything, not everyone. You're gonna have your
I get
select
what you're
few,
saying.
and like you
Hmm.
said, the man,
But
maybe your
but
structure
if
and
we're gonna
religion.
if we're gonna change that concept, we can't be speaking in general terms because again, as a man, you set the environment. You do. You're the head, you're the lead. You set the environment. And guess what? Whatever type of environment you set, that's what type of women are going to gravitate towards you. So if you getting chicken heads and hood rats and gank women, all that kind of stuff, that's the kind of cat you is. Flat out. That's the kind of dude you is. You got to set the right environment. And believe you me, there are plenty of sisters out there. And I'm not just talking about black women, I'm talking about women, period. There are plenty of women out there that will gravitate to a solid man.
But,
If he's solid, if he 100 solid.
but see now, just going back to it, I I
Hmm.
I'm pushed back some because it's not a lot of solid men out here. Also, I'm not saying
Oh, I agree with that.
because you could
I agree
tell,
with that.
you could always tell by a little, like for instance, like when I just do the video about the video I did with the and I was saying with the NBA with Adam Silver with the
Oh,
dress
okay.
code and stuff.
LeBron and all that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Some of the pushback, you can see the mentality. We need a change. Like for instance, today with the Puerto Rican Day Parade, them people so proud. They got some type of tradition. They have a flag. They walk on. They have flags all on their cars. They got the, and then it's respected all day on the news. They talk about the Puerto Rican Parade when the Irish and Italian, all that Dominican. We had nothing. We have an African Day Parade, but they don't even talk about it. It's literally probably like 15 blocks now,
Hmm.
and it's nothing. So basically, what I'm saying is, we as a mindset as people, like I said, we quick to kill one another. Like, you know what I'm saying? Quick to down one another, quick to fight and do one another. Like, not, I'm not bringing this as a race thing, but I'm just saying more of a mentality thing. Like, you know what I'm
That's
saying?
exactly that's exactly what I'm speaking to though. And I'm saying as a true man, you set the environment that's gonna go on around you. If you are a holy and righteous man, do you think all you gonna get is hood rats coming around you? They're not even gonna desire to be around you, bro. But if you are a hood rat dude, or you some drug pusher or scam artist, or you see what I'm saying? If you that kind of person, do you expect some holy righteous sister to want to come hang with you? I'm saying the men set the bar and the women will follow. It's natural. The problem is the majority of people running dirty. And you said it. I agree with you, Kareem. It ain't a lot of good dudes out there. It ain't. It ain't a lot of good dudes out there, and everybody wants to point the finger. The dudes want to say the women are bad. The women want to say the dudes are bad. My thing is, how about control what you can control? I can't control the women. That's why I said, man, you set the environment. And when a true woman sees the environment you in, and she can see you're actually an escape from the crap going on in this world. Don't be fooled by these women, y'all. Don't be fooled by these women that want to push this agenda, that they want to be independent, blah, blah, blah. The majority of these women, if they found the right guy that they knew could take them out of their situation, but also provide a good, safe, wholesome environment for them at home to do what they're naturally supposed to do, they jump in a heartbeat. Now, again, I got a whole house full of them. One worked at Microsoft, one was a teacher, one was in the medical field, and another one was an office professional. And every single one of them said, man, thank you. Was happy to get off that job, bro. And none of them was broke, but they're happy to get off them jobs. Why? Because the environment is set for them to do what they need to do. So I ain't finna tightrope everybody because most people you done adapted to the environment that you in instead of you setting the environment. I lived in the hood most of my life growing up. I still set the environment in my home. My home wasn't no hood home. I promise you that. It wasn't. It wasn't run like a hood home. It didn't have the things that go on in the hood, even though my house was right there smack dab in it. It didn't. And guess what? I didn't attract no hood rats either. No hood chicks. That's all I'm saying.
Um, from within, thanks for the donation. Here's the room of Colin Sexton. Now all of a sudden you got the Lakers banner. What's good from within?
What do you
Um,
mean all of a sudden? Oh, that's just a new banner. But we Lake you do know this is a Laker channel, right?
nah, he fucking with me. He messing with me.
Oh, he messed with you. I'm like,
Yeah,
he knew
he
this is a
messing
Laker
with me.
channel, right?
Nah, he messing with
Yeah.
me.
I got you. I'm like, man. No,
Nah,
Colin Sexton, y'all need to get off that pipe dream, y'all. It ain't happening. And I hope it don't. That is not the answer.
you have to do a sign and trade.
That's not the answer. I wouldn't want to do a sign and trade. He's
No,
too
but I know
small.
I'm saying you would have to.
Yeah.
And
He's too
oh,
small. He
before
don't play defense. All he do is want to shoot the ball. I know he got a little dog in him, but I don't
he
want a
got a
poodle,
lot of
bro.
dog in him. But
I don't want a poodle though. I don't want a poodle.
you
If
know,
I got a dog, I want a pit bull. I want a Doberman Pinscher. Just shoot.
I
Give me a
didn't.
Rottweiler. I don't want no poodle.
I,
He may be a dog. He's a poodle though.
we're gonna get right back to Colin Sexton, but I want to go. Got see a couple people in the
You must
conversation.
like Colin Sexton. You must like it.
No.
Oh.
I'm saying because when you were talking about the women thing, and I had to highlight for what things he gave
I
the
got you.
donation.
Appreciate
But I'm
the
gonna get right back to that real quick
appreciate it.
about what you saying about mentality and what type of what you bring. Now, Robert Covington just got an extension, just had got some money, extension, and he has a girlfriend, right? And what you saying about you, as a man. Now he literally just had a baby, and go to his girl, his baby, the one he posted already. This is why I
Can't
was
see
shocked
it.
that he did this.
We
Y'all
can't
see
see
it?
that. Oh wow. That's his baby mama?
Yeah, he all hugged up with her. This her. Go to her page. I'm gonna type in her page,
I
and
don't want to
like
see it.
no, I'm saying for the guys who there, because we talked about this before, and like what Elder was saying, the mentality of these things, like these type of women, what Texas was saying. Texas
Man,
like
crack.
yeah, like she this man he got me. What are you doing this for? Like what are you actually doing this stuff for? Like
That's what they like, bro.
yeah, she
But
took
when
his
the
picture
heartache,
down.
when the heartache come though, because again, you got your woman out there showing all of her goods, which is your goods really, to the world. So you can get a couple clicks, maybe a couple dollars through Instagram and stuff. Really? You gonna hold your woman out like that? Oh, she independent. She can do what she want to do. That's your problem. That's your problem right there. Look at this.
That's she's pregnant. This
Again,
not,
they think that stuff cute. They actually think that stuff is cute. Like,
yeah.
no, check this out. This is what we do. This is what we do. I ain't never understood. Now, here's the thing. You see what she got on right there, right? You see these women walk around in bathing suits, right? Bathing suits are what? G-string type bathing suits. I mean, all the cheeks hanging out in the back of the bathing suits. The bras is just literally just covering up the nipples. That's it. But you'd have a problem. Like you'll send her out to the beach where there's hundreds and thousands of people there. But you'll have a problem if that same woman will go to the door and answer the door in her bra and panties. Now,
Exactly.
which one? Be honest. Which one gives her more coverage? You see less with her bra and panties on than you do what she got on at these beaches.
Exactly.
But you go off on her. See the retarded mentality? You go off on her if she just went and opened the door with her bra and panties on.
This her IG, guys. Y'all, her IG's right
It's
here. If y'all
sad.
want to
This
go to
world
her
is sad.
Instagram, this is her IG. I put on the thing. And what's sad about it, what I got mad, because Shani got, I never knew who I was following her for a while. I never knew. And then when she became pregnant, I see her and Robert Covington all over. He's saying he having a baby, yada, yada, yada. But you have a baby by this chick. She took your pictures down already. You already know you're going to child support. You got a fresh contract. She don't care. She going right to child support.
So
Like,
you
why
said
would
she
you?
hold on. You said she took his pictures down. So they were together and they broken up now?
I don't know, but I couldn't find a picture. She had a picture with him and her, he holding the stomach and all that. I just went through all her pictures. It's not there now. She looks good. I'm not gonna to debate it, but with Texas, when he brought up the question, this the mentality these guys have, like these NBA players, and they wonder why they be broke and they don't stand for nothing. Like they wanna. It comes from basically what I was saying about no, come to the games with your dress nice. You see the stuff they be having. You saw the stuff Ben Simmons, shades and yellow. Like that never happened back in the days when we was coming up. I'm not one of these old timers to be always back in the day, but what I'm saying is they taking the tradition out of the NBA. When we all grew up wanting to had a dream of being in the NBA, we thought of the theme music. We thought about that logo, that Jerry West logo. We thought about the championship ball, the way the trophy. It's like they trying to take everything out of the game, and then they try to indirect use race and say, "Oh, well, the players should wear what they want to wear." Like it's a more of a black thing, a mentality where we want to know what's wrong with throwing on a suit. Look productive. Look productive in a suit. You could come inside the game, but this is $1 billion business. And the thing is the mentality. Like these guys chase these girls on Instagram and they talk trash. Oh yeah, I got her. I know this. I know this for a fact. I even hear them guys, when I've been around them, oh, such a, oh, I'm banging that. Like all of Instagram girls, when you see them on vacation, you never see them post pictures. They would athletes, rappers, or somebody. They not out on the island by themselves. And when they with their homegirls, because they post a picture with their homegirls. You go to any of their pictures and you see them by themselves and you just see a bunch of pictures, they were athletes or entertainers. So the
Yeah.
thing is, it's a mentality thing. Like it's like
Nah,
now it's acceptable and it's becoming to being professionalism because now they got these white executive feel on their toes where they can't say certain things because now you got social media and everything get blackballed. I think the coaches should go back wearing suits, and I think the players, when they hurt, they should wear suits on the bench. They need to take that hoodie thing off, go back into the remember this Elder Louis kids? We used to love to snap off that uniform like this. That was the shit. We used to come run the game, snap off. I remember
yeah.
we all
Breakaway.
we didn't have the team, my little league team I was playing with. We didn't have the money. We just had jerseys, but we wanted the whole thing. So they was like, we don't have it. So they said, yo, y'all got to raise money to get the. I always want that feeling with kids because I should see the Lakers. They should come and when they on a bench, they go and snap off the uniform, and they had the uniform under. It's like they taking the tradition out of the NBA. The old guys, the Bob Cousy, Jerry West, they not going to recognize the game. You already got the All-Star game, LeBron. No, we represent the West. Y'all represent the East. We gonna clash heads. The West won this many times. The East won this. Now that's over with. Now whoever there's no more East and West. And then it's Team LeBron, Team Steph, or Team Giannis, whoever. They took that out the game. Like they taking too much is going out the game that don't need to. Forget all this hoodie stuff because that and people say, oh, what's wrong with it? What's wrong with it? Because you go on your block and somebody coming and you can't see their face and they walking towards you. You're gonna be a little nervous. You don't want nobody walking around next to your mom like that. Your mom gonna be nervous. You know what I'm saying? Your mom gonna be nervous. When before the mass, when people were doing the robberies and the killings, everything was hoods. They threw their hoods and they were shooting people or robbing people. Let's clean. Like I don't want people to have this mentality with black people all the time. Everything ghetto. That's ghetto. Walking, being in there with all your jewelry, with shades on and Versace shirts and look like you're in a club. And this $1 billion and you got corporate people and you're on your bench. No, keep it uniform. Wear a suit. Because now, like I'm hearing, they might the coaches may go. My guy told me they may continue wearing the polo shirts. Like I like it when they had the suit. I want different, man. I'm tired of when it comes to stuff. We preach this to our people. Oh, well, it's all right. No, be groomed. Another thing, these players now, like these owners and stuff. I know they want to say this, Elder. My homeboy said, but they not gonna say it because it could come off as racism. They be woofing. Be groomed when you go. Like you should be nice and groomed. You know what I mean? This is if you had a job, you have to come looking like a professional. And I think that it takes away from and it all the I don't like it because I feel that it's a time and place for everything. You got your time to go to clubs if you want to dress up. You can even come to the game any way you want. But if you on that bench and you sitting on that bench and you hurt, and all day catching on you, so all type of sneakers, colorful
Well,
sneakers, got
if
big
you're going by what
t-shirt.
you saying, if you're going by what you're saying, you can't because they record the brothers coming in the games now. They had the cameras right there while they walking from their car all the way to the locker room. So if they got on some clown suit, then they still gonna misrepresent. And I understand the business
At least
aspect.
on the
I,
bench.
I may not go to the level that you go to when it comes to putting back on the suits and all that kind of stuff because my days of wearing suits are over. I'm not never putting on another tie, noose, or nothing like that. But I still have things that are dressy, what the world will call dress. It won't look thuggish. Um, it's sad though, because I'm like, you went to that one video you did, and the comments was really jacking you up. You could see the mentality of the people. I'm looking at this stuff in here the same, and I'm looking at the men, like the men in here. They just don't get it. I'm sitting here saying one thing, and y'all are all responding in a different manner. I got a brother here, Jonathan, who got a wrench. He said, Elder, look what he said, Elder, let's be for real. Black men are all the biggest simps in the world. You really believe that, bro? You're a black man, so you're a simp? You're a black man, so you a simp. Andrew Bennett, simp. I mean, I'm just all black men. Texas, simp. All you black men, he just called all y'all simps. That's what we really believe. Now, mind you, I wasn't trying to typecast or put anybody in no box. I'm telling you as an individual, especially if you're a man, you get to control the environment that you're in. You get to attract. Environments attract a specific thing. Period, point blank, no matter what it is. And all I'm saying to you as a black man, or as a man, a white man, a yellow man, a purple man, I don't care what color you are. As a man, you get to set the environment. And whatever environment you set, that's the type of thing you're going to attract. I'm a holy, righteous, live by the law type of man. Guess what I attract? Holy, righteous, set apart, godly women. That's what I attract. That's what I attract. I don't never get approached by hood rats. Ever. Even when I'm out doing business and all that, never get approached by them.
Andrew,
My
he
aura,
didn't. Andrew, he didn't call you a simp. He
no,
was
no,
saying you misunderstood what he was saying, Andrew.
no. The brother
He
did,
said
Jonathan. The
he was
brother
saying
Jonathan called all black men simps. He
so
did.
he
And I'm
said
saying you got a
okay,
bunch of black men in here.
and he just happened to call
So
your
are
name out.
all the black men in here simps, and then your name was right there. So I read a few black men's names.
Yeah, so
That's what I'm saying.
he
What
wasn't
I'm
calling
saying
you a
is
simp. He basically
I had
said
a
if I'm so everybody here is simps, and he just called your name out. See, that's why I said sometimes things get misconstrued, and I notice a lot of times I always have to uh smooth things out with even my comments because sometimes people take things the wrong way and it don't be
we
that.
don't listen well though. We don't listen well. That's our problem. We quick to judge. We quick to get there. Now they'll say what I'm saying is a judgment. They'll say that. You just judge them. How? All I'm saying is you as the man get to control the environment that you are in. That's all I'm saying. And then whatever environment you create, guess what? Say you're a man that smoke weed, which is very popular today. It's becoming legal in a lot of states now, right? Guess what you're going to attract? Women that smoke weed. It's just simple. It's just what's going to happen. I don't smoke weed. I don't do drugs. Guess what? I don't have no women around me that desire to smoke or desire to do drugs. That's all I'm telling you. You create the environment. So when you say all these women, all they do is this and they're this and they're this, and you downgrade all these women, all you doing is showing me what kind of individual you are. See, when you a piece of shit, I'm gonna just get real. When you a piece of shit, guess what you're gonna attract? Flies. And guess what they're gonna do? Shit all over you. It's just reality. That's what happens. And all I'm trying to say to you is, especially the men, because you've been trained to lead. You've been created to be the heads. You get to set the tone for what you want. I smoke weed and my wife doesn't. Okay, good luck for you. Has your wife ever smoked weed? You ain't got to answer that question, bro. See the mentality though. What I'm talking about, y'all. Instead of just acknowledging, well, this is true. You want to try to find something. Well, I'm one example. That ain't true. Really? Okay. I'm glad you and your wife happy, bro. I am. If she cool being with a weed head, I'm good with that too. Whatever works for you. You see what I'm saying? Whatever works for you, bro. What I'm trying to tell you is you are going to attract whatever you are. So you piece of shit, you're gonna attract a bunch of piece of shit women. I happen to be in a beautiful home with a bunch of beautiful women. Guess why? Because I ain't a piece of shit dude. I ain't a piece of shit dude. I ain't a piece of shit dude. It's just that simple. So now we get on. We ain't gotta have a life conversation today, Kareem. We can get to basketball if they want to get to
Now we're gonna
basketball.
get basketball, but no, but it is important, and it's a mentality thing because, and then like one thing you said you hit on there, as far as listening well. I tell my sons that all the time
All right,
because like
Jonathan, I like this. What I meant was most black men was raised wrong. The mentality is wrong, and the fact that most black men unfortunately was raised wrong with a father with no father. Unfortunately, some black men was raised to be simps. I agree with you, Jonathan. Here's the key though. Does that make you one? I was raised no father, a mother that had to raise me, a mother that abandoned me not once but twice before the age of 15. I'm none of that. I took those things and made a decision. I'm not going to be that. We can use our shortcomings and our upbringings as an excuse to stay exactly. You know how they say the apple don't fall too far from the tree. Well, I'd rather have the mentality if the tree bad, cut the whole damn tree down, plant a new one. So I made it. Hey, I let what I saw, the lack that my mother put in before me and no father around, I let it motivate me to make sure I'm not going to be that for my children. And none of them say that. I'm there for all of my children. Now, all the stuff that wasn't in my life, I made sure I had it in their life. I didn't make the excuses that I come from a broken home. Oh, my mom was an alcoholic. Oh, my dad was a bum. He never did this. He lived 5 blocks away and I only seen him 3 times in my whole life. I didn't use that as an excuse. And that's what a lot of us do. We use our shortcomings and our past as an excuse to stay right there in that same dead state instead of actually getting up off our tush and doing something about it. And that's why I'm back to this. You set the tone. I don't like hood rats. I don't like the hood. Why you think I don't live in the hood now? Right? Oh, you don't keep it real, Elder. No problem. I'll let you think that. But the things I like is the things I do around me, and that's what I attract. So I don't want dope users and potheads and drug abusers and whoremongers and just people that desire to do evils and sins. I don't want them around me. So guess what? My environment, it ain't conducive for that. Now, are we perfect? No, of course we're not. But our mindset is to be. At the end of the day, y'all still missing the whole point. The point is you are in control. You attract what you want to attract. You don't have to go around here talking about how bad the women are. How about you take it upon yourself to make one of those women good? Take them out of their situation, take them out of the bad environment they in, and you do something. The stuff you want for them, you provide it for them. How about that? He said, what? Notice Elder is only mentioning men. What's that WHI? What's that, Kareem? He
I don't
misspelled
know.
something? Like
I want
skanks, but not other men. He meant to put men, white men? I don't know what you Texas. You've been one of them boogers I've been watching in there. You ain't listening. You ain't listening. You ain't hearing what I'm saying, and that's a problem going on in the world now. We can't listen. Our minds are so made up. Our minds so made up. We want to press. We want to fight back instead of just receiving. Like, yeah, you know what? What he said might be true. Let me try that. I ain't never done that before. Let me try that. Elder, I'll debate you on this. Hey, bring him in here. Bring him in. Let's roll this way. Since you want to debate, come on in, Texas. Debate me on this then. You don't have to be no chat room warrior. He gonna send the link and you come on in here and debate me, Texas. Because all you finna do is come in here and talk
oh,
about
okay. So
your environment.
when we debate, we're gonna I want you guys to hear
Hmm.
both
Hear each
sides.
other's
I
side.
dropped the
Yep.
link. I dropped the
Yep.
link, Texas.
Come on in, Texas, since you want to debate me.
And I don't I want guys to,
You
y'all
can
both can
moderate.
hear y'all points.
You can moderate. I'll mute it. I'll mute mine while he talking. I hear everything he got to say. I done heard these arguments before though. I'm just not a man that make excuses. I make solutions.
Let's
I
get the
come with
likes up.
answers.
Can
That's
we
what
get
I
the
do.
100 likes? Can we get the 100 likes? How many likes we got now? We about to have
Hey, we're gonna
three
find out, Jay Walt.
intelligent
We're gonna
intelligent
find
men.
out, Jay Walt. He said he'll debate me on it. We'll find out exactly what he wants to debate me on. We'll find out when he get in here. Or was he capping? Ain't that what y'all
Now he
call
gonna
today?
come. Texas been rocking me for a while. Texas gonna come
Good.
through.
Come on in, Texas. Let's do this debate then. Come on.
He gonna come. But we need the likes up. Let's get the likes up, guys.
Where we at with the likes? Let me see.
How's it going, Mr. Elder?
Hey, salute, my brother. Hey, you at
Oh
one?
yeah.
We at 118.
Oh yeah. No. I know that because I have a naturally aggressive type, and people take it a certain way. My apologies, but you can start off. I'll start off. I'll just explain my sentiment. Is that okay?
No. We'll do it in, like you said, in debate
Okay.
form. First off, tell
Okay.
us what we're talking about, what we're gonna debate, and then we'll give you the floor
Oh.
first.
Okay. No, my thing is because I've been kind of in and out, but I've been hearing a good amount of.
Texas, you can fix your mic or something because it sounds a little staticky.
Oh, officer, I can hear him.
Wait, I'm staticky?
Yeah,
I can hear him good. Oh, you can't hear him? I can hear him good.
You can hear? Wait, Kareem, can you still hear? I don't know what to do. I
No, you
mean,
good now. You good.
all
He
right.
said you good now. So tell us first off what we're talking about, what we're going to be discussing, so we can stay on topic,
Cool.
and then we'll give you the floor,
Yes,
and
sir.
then I'll go mute, and then Kareem can let me in when you're done.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. So I'll just piggyback kind of off of what you said. That's my response was initially for. No, I agree with you from the standpoint of yes, men do set the standard, but my only rebuttal was that because see, I noticed the premise of your reference point was that hood rats. Now you're right. I think we should stop utilizing NBA players. And I'll just give me just a few minutes and I'll let you go. I think we should stop utilizing NBA players and these rappers who want to be intertwined and live that lifestyle to attract skanks. Because I'm just saying this. I've seen a litany of professional guys where they get a sector of women who aren't skanks. But when you understand the society that we're living in, with the elevation of the feminist movement, there is no accountability allocated for a lot of women now. So that's why you got professional women, quote unquote, right, having OnlyFans and stuff, because the feminist movement, the media, simps are all pretty much incentivizing women to kind of be out to have no accountability. Am I saying that? And then sir, one thing I want to say too, because I didn't earlier you said I don't listen. I heard everything you said, sir. You didn't listen to anything I said, and Kareem had to check you on that because you said you said let's not say all women. I never specified all women. I said a good amount of them. I said a good amount of women do that, and then you went to the conclusion saying all. So that's kind of a misstep on your end. I heard everything you said. You were referencing how men you said that there's a lot of no good men. I can agree to that to a degree. It's one of the things you said. You said that you were referencing NBA players and even briefly rappers and how they like this and that. But I kept trying to get the point home that you're referencing a certain society, a certain specific entity of young men, and I agree with that. But if we're going to give women a certain benefit and say not all women, I agree with you. Why not allocate that same kind of fairness to the other sector of men? And I'll say this: you got a lot of professional men who get professional women that we think, but they have these OnlyFans. They subscribe to the lifestyle that America incentivizes for women to kind of overzealous and out of control. Is that all women? No. My mom is a good woman, great woman. She raised me and my dad to be a great, I believe, upstanding man. I talk a lot of shit, but the real life, I'm totally different. But that was my only rebuttal. And then you got guys like SS Robo saying I didn't listen. Sir, I can repeat everything you said, Glock for Glock, if you want me to, because I didn't listen. But you clearly did not do an impeccable job of reading what I said, because you said we can't say all. Where did I ever say all? And Kareem checked you on that as well. That's my only rebuttal, sir. You're right. This is my last thing. I'll finish. You're right. You got a lot of guys who don't take accountability for their own actions. They don't. But we got to understand this too. Yes, a lot of men have walked out, but then we don't understand, though, there's a large percentage of men who actually vehemently fight for their children. They vehemently try to be in their children's lives. So that's being looked at through the lens of how America wants you to look at people that resemble you and Kareem and et cetera, which is not true, because you have a lot of men that do really care for their children. But my only thing is, and to the guys who said that a lot of black men are simps, that's men in general. But I'll tell you this, though. A lot of the women in a certain community teach their sons that, your father's not shit, and sometimes your father tried to be in your life, or men. But that teaches the black, because hold on, that teaches their sons that Subliminally, you're not shit because all they hear are the women constantly referencing they're not shit. They're not shit. So what is that son going to look at himself as? Subliminally, he's going to see himself and people that resemble him through her eyes. And a lot of these men are taught to worship and revere women, put them on a pedestal. You can refute that, but that's not just one community. That's in the entirety of the world. And lastly, this entire society, once again, incentivizes women. You can say skanks, even professional women. That's with this feministically elevated movement to where they don't have accountability. That's why I reference foreign women at the premise of what I said, because I can give you every detail of the transcript of what was said, because I had that impeccable God-given memory. I can tell you everything you said for all the idiots said, oh, he didn't listen. I listened to everything that you fucking said. But you clearly made a misstep in assuming that I said all, didn't say that. That's what y'all do. Y'all put words in somebody's mouth unsolicited. But that's my only thing, though. Men should be held to a high standard because God put the man as the head. He should take the bulk of the blame. But we can't abdicate the women completely. When I've seen personally good men, he's not perfect, but I'm saying I've seen it. But then the women, because women are very impressionable. They'll look at society and see that nobody is going to hold them accountable. And in America's times, you're a biblical believer, and right, they're calling right, wrong, wrong, right. God, the man was the ordained head, and you see the man getting attacked incessantly, inordinately, more so than anything else. What does that tell you? Since you believe in Yahweh, the Messiah, as you say it, I'm a Christian. I believe in that. So you would understand how everything is controverted. That was my only argument. I want to clear that up for all the idiots in the chat that thought that I didn't listen. But if you want me to repeat everything you said, I can do it impeccably. And y'all can go to the timeline and listen. Did Texas say what he said, Glock for Glock? That's all I'm saying. Men should be held to a high standard. Yes. But my only point was stop referencing these NBA players and rappers as the only sector of men. There's a lot of sector of men who are professional, and they seek professional women that you said a man should set the standard for, and they do that. But when women who are very impressionable look at the media, look at society, and they see that they're not held accountable and they can do whatever. Oh, can I give an example? Molly Kareem. Molly Kareem is a prime example. I can go to the list. Molly Kareem. You have people like sometimes Joy Taylor, who, when you see them in she literally had an affair with Stephen A. Smith. Go look at that shit. Is she not deemed professional? I think so. Can I go down the list again? Let's go to the political field. When you have a bunch of these guys who are professional men, right? They're attracting professional women, right? But they're still getting around. Does a man control what she does? No. And when a woman, listen, you can tell my dad is going to be a speaker soon. But he's a professional man. He had this 56-year-old woman. I promise to Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior. He doesn't attract skanks, but she was doing her own thing. And because you can say, oh, honey, we can't allow that. But she's a fucking grown woman in a feministically elevated society to where they're incentivized for it. So everything you say, I do agree with it. But a lot of that shit can be debunked. Why? Because women no longer have to even listen to a man, because of, if you say anything to a woman, not all of them, because you have good women, and I respect the shit out of that. But I'm saying other guys who don't have that luxury, I'm saying you can tell a woman this, that, and the other, but she has a system on her side, and then she can lean towards this feministic approach that, ooh, you're controlling, when all he's trying to do is give you some advice. I personally was with the chick in my younger years. Well, I'm still in my mid-20s, but when I was a little bit younger, I would say stuff like, you can't wear that stuff, and she didn't give a shit. What am I going to do, sir? Am I going to try to force her to do it? Because at that point, she can call the law enforcement. All I'm saying is that, men, yes, you got a lot of bummy ass dudes. I agree with that, and that's where what you're saying would apply. But on my only issue, and I promise I'll shut the fuck up about this, we just got to stop, because I noticed your only reference group was about the NBA players and some rappers. Am I lying, anybody in the chat? Because y'all say I don't listen, but this is what this man said. But how about look at the entire scope? You told me to be fair when it came to women, right? Let's just end.
Texas.
Yeah.
Hey, Texas. Before you get yourself in trouble, y'all let you run. I'm not really trying to interrupt.
Go ahead.
But what the chat is going to tell you is that Kareem said that, not Elder. I never once mentioned an NBA player, a rapper, or the word professional. I never brought none of that up. That was stuff that Kareem or someone in the chat room said.
I
So I'm
did. I
just,
brought it up.
yeah, it was Kareem. Yeah, I'm just trying to say that before because
Okay.
you're accusing me of doing it. Now I understand it's the Kareem and Elder show, so I get where you're coming from. But if you're being technical and you listen closely, since you can uh, bring everything back, I never once mentioned an NBA player. I never once mentioned an athlete. I never once mentioned a thought or none of that. I ain't mentioned nobody famous, nobody on nothing. I went straight to men, no particular color, no nothing, telling them that they can control their environments. That's it. And this is what I
Okay.
mean by y'all don't listen. And I still
Oh,
stick to that.
yeah.
You talking, but you're still showing that you didn't listen to anything I said. Now, all this stuff you came in running, all your accusations was actually against Kareem or somebody else in the chat. I didn't say any of it. I didn't.
Oh,
So you can go back and run this.
yeah.
Hey, this is recorded. You go back and listen close. All I did was tell men how to take control of their environments. And when they do, they're going to attract a specific thing. That's all
Mhm.
I'm saying. In a nutshell, that's it. That's it.
Yeah.
You can throw in all these worldly statistics when it comes to this kind of upbringing, all that. I went through all of that. I did
Mhm.
give those examples of me and what I went through as a
Oh, I
child.
see these chat demons, huh?
No,
Go ahead.
again,
Go ahead.
what I'm saying is this: when I say people don't listen, this is the thing I'm talking about. You came in here with a bunch of accusations against me, particular, and none of them stand because I didn't say any of that stuff you said I said. That was either Kareem or Kareem repeating what someone said in the chat room. I never once said any of that. I didn't bring up no NBA players. I didn't bring up no famous people. I talked about us as men. That's it.
Oh,
And I'm
SS
telling
Robo. That's
you,
facts from what I've done. Yeah, go ahead.
And I'm telling you as a man, again, for those that want to listen, you get to control your environment. You do. When I had bad women, guess what? I could look at things in my life back then that attracted those bad women to me. And I can even look when I became a good man and bad women
Man.
wanted to be with that, but wasn't willing to sacrifice to stay with me. You still control the environment. Guess why? Because if you don't want to go with my
Mhm.
program, go do your own thing. That woman, like you gave a quick example of, you said you had a woman and you can't tell her what to wear. You can't tell her. You said, "What can I do?" She called a cop. No, no, take her out your life. Bye.
Oh, no, that's what I'm saying. That's your only
That's it.
recourse. Yeah.
That's your, yeah, and that's a
Yeah.
fine recourse. Now you keep your peace. She can go do what she desires to do, and you can do what you desire to do. But I tell you this: as you live a little bit longer, because you in your 20s, I'm twice your age, bro. You think you've seen what I've
Yeah.
seen? But you come on here, you want to teach. I'm a hoary head, and you want to try to teach me about life. I got children way older
Oh,
than you. I got
no,
children
that's not my motive,
in
sir.
the, bro. You're in. Hold
Yeah.
on. What I'm saying though, this is how, bro. It may not be your intent, but this is what you're doing, and this is what everybody's watching. They're seeing a man in his 20s trying to come in here and
Yeah.
tell a man in his 50s how life is supposed to be.
Oh, no, no.
I
I
I
don't
have
get this
raised
rumor.
I
Yeah.
have raised and put children through college way older.
Yeah.
I got two children in their 30s. I
Mhm.
got children, if you
Yeah.
mid 20, I got two children that age. And again, I'm
Yeah.
saying we don't listen. Because if you listened to me, all I said was when Kareem started talking about um what's his name? From the Clippers, got the money. You brought him up.
Robert Covington.
Robert Covington. You brought it up, you showed that Instagram thing. I didn't speak nothing on that. I went right to how men can control their environment by the things that they do. They will attract what they want by controlling their environments. That's all the message I was trying to say. But listening to your comments and other people's
Yeah.
comments in the chat room, I'm like, they're not listening to what I'm saying. They got this mindset that, oh, it's going to be this. And I listened to all your examples. You
Oh,
gave
like
a
I said, I
whole
was in and out. Yeah. Yeah, no, no. Just lastly,
you
because I
gave
was
a
in and out,
whole
like I
I'm talking
mentioned.
no.
Yeah.
I'm talking
Yeah.
about once you came in the chat. I'm talking once you came in the panel. I listened for about 5 minutes of all the different examples you gave of different situations and scenarios that are bad that we all grow up in. I agree that those situations happen, but I also agree that you have control of those situations. Now, when you at a certain age as a young
Yeah.
man, no, because you're in someone else's home. But once you become an adult, you have full control over what you put in front of
Uh-huh.
you and what's not. Because here's the key. I know as a 15-year-old man living on my own, paying rent, bro, I took in an older roommate. And I told him, I'm being recruited by a lot of big schools. I can't handle drama around me, bro. Oh, I know. Now, mind you, we work together. But I saw this dude's environment changing. He getting old school cars, fat rims on them. I'm like, man, we ain't making that kind of money working at KFC. I already knew what was up. He swore up and down to me, man, look, bro, I'm telling you, I would never do nothing. I would never jeopardize your future. I know how you are, because I'm a sophomore. I'm getting recruited by all the Big Ten schools, right? You know the attention, well, maybe don't, but the attention that comes once you being recruited, right?
Yeah.
I'm in the room, sleep. He comes home one night, right? The bathroom's in my room, so he has to bang on the door. He my roommate. He 21, I'm 15. He bangs on the door. He's like, I use the bathroom. I said, go ahead, Doc. He goes in, use the bathroom. 40 minutes later, I'm like, I ain't gonna say his name. Called his name out. And he done fell asleep. It's like 3 in the morning. He came from the club. Man, I'm sorry. He jumps up, runs out of the bathroom. I get up 10, 15 minutes later, go in the bathroom. Guess what I see? The biggest bag of rocks I ever seen in my life on the back of my toilet.
Yeah.
What do you think I did? What would you have done? I'm asking all y'all. What would y'all have done? Your roommate, no, he didn't. I know what y'all thinking. He was 21. He let you. No. I got the apartment. The apartment was in my name, y'all. Now I had to lie, get the apartment, because I wasn't old enough. So it was my apartment, and he
Kareem has a
lived
funny
with me.
chat now.
He
Go ahead.
lived with me. So most of y'all would say, man, I would kick him out. I guarantee that's what the majority of y'all would say, wouldn't you? Guess what I did? I had a hockey bag. Anybody know what a hockey bag is? You know what them is, Kareem? The big old bags you carry your sticks in? I had one of those. I had one. I took my hockey bag, put everything I owned in my hockey bag, and I left at 4 o'clock in the morning. I took myself out of that environment, even though it was mine. Called his sister the next day from school. I still went to school the next day. Called his sister and said, tell Jimmy he needs to go get on the lease. I'm waiting on him to get on the lease. Tell him I need him to do that today. I ain't waiting no longer. Never brought up to his sister what he did. She called him. Hey, let him know I'm going to do it. He went and got on the lease. Guess what? I never went back. I stayed with my brother for a little bit. Then I got me another place. That's me controlling the environment. I had all right to kick him out. But do I want to draw attention to me when I know I got my apartment by lying about my age? I'm just trying to show y'all we are in control. Is all I'm trying to show you. We are in control. We are full of excuses. And I know how we were raised, but it doesn't take away from the fact that we still know what's right and we still know what's wrong. I don't care how any of you were raised. You know what's right and you know what's wrong. And you just don't make the decision to do what's right most of the time. And that's why we always making excuses for the problems that we have. People can envy and say, man, you rich and you this and you got all this. That came with sacrifice, y'all. When you were out clubbing in your 20s, hey, Texas, you remember I told you I got I got children older than you, right? You remember that, right? Guess what I was doing while people were out clubbing? I got daughters in their 30s. Guess what children in their 30s. Guess what I was doing when y'all was out clubbing? I was working and taking care of my children.
Yeah,
I can count on one hand. I'm 50 now. I can count on one hand how many times I've willfully gone to the club on my own. I had greater responsibilities. It was a sacrifice. I like women. I like having fun. I like all that stuff. I was in sports. But I love my children more. I love my family more. All I'm saying, I'm giving you an example, y'all. You are in control. You are in control. And that's all I'm saying to you men. You set the stage. You set the standard. And I promise you, you get committed to it. You live it regardless of what's coming. And I promise you, the people you want in your life, they'll start coming.
Okay,
And
no,
I know that from experience. Go ahead, bro. Text. Go ahead.
okay. Now I directed it. Yeah, you're right. The athletes see this. No, okay, yeah, that was my mistake. When all
No
these
problem.
his things saying, "Oh, he got cooked," that's fine. No, because yeah, I directed it. Yeah, because Kareem he made those examples.
We just having a
But
man conversation, bro. That's
but
all we do.
okay, yeah, but see, okay, yeah, okay, yeah. I got overzealous and I kind of I put that towards you, but like with the whole like okay, because like the whole example of like my biggest thing was talking about like in terms of you mentioning because you mentioned thoughts and skanks, and then I took what Kareem's like said in actual like the example of athletes. Yeah, that's what he said. But I'm saying my
I
entire
got you.
thing was
I
about
got
the
you. I see what you're saying. I see what you're
yeah.
saying.
'Cause I heard what you said, but I kind of attributed that to all that to you. But no, the
Yeah,
thing is
he put an example of that up on the screen, and I
exactly,
started
and I
saying it.
ran
I get
with
what you're
it,
saying.
and
I
I
get
put
exactly
it
what
on
you're
you.
saying. It makes
Okay,
sense.
but
That makes
yeah,
sense.
but my only thing is my biggest only rebuttal was that I was just stating that yes, but I think that I don't want to stay fixated on guys who like skanks because like that's why I went to the professional realm of men who they still get professional women as we think, and that's why I gave a few examples of some of the women. Yeah, yeah, but for in the entire chat, yes, I mean I heard what he said, but I utilized Kareem's example and I put that on Elder, but just
Hey, you
speaking,
can.
but
Hey, my brother
that's
Texas,
my only thing.
you can be in what the world calls a professional setting and still do certain things that's going to attract certain people that's in those same settings. Y'all could have on suits and ties, and the women could have on dresses, and y'all could be doing what the world call professional things. But if you're going out to the bars and you're drinking, and then hey, do you smoking all that kind of stuff? You know what I'm saying? You're still going to
Yeah,
attract that type of person. They're just in a professional setting. You see what I'm saying?
yeah,
And that type of stuff in most quote unquote professional settings is still accepted. My thing is this: if that's what you do and you want that, I'm not tripping. If you got people that do drugs and y'all can function together, that's on you. That's your body. I can't control what you do. You want to get blazed out and you want a woman that gets blazed out, that's on you. No problems. Deal with the issues
yeah,
that come with
yeah,
that though. Because
uh,
typically there's going to be some levels of issues that come with it. I just don't want to hear the excuses that come from that. I don't want to hear
yeah,
the excuses
yeah,
that come from that. Because
well,
me,
yeah,
I'm the type of person that I'm coming with the solution and I'm eliminating the excuses so we can get the job done. Period. And it takes
yeah, yeah,
sacrifice. Most of us are, when I said most of us, too selfish, to sacrifice. We would rather throw the blame on this individual, throw the blame on that individual, while the whole time nothing's still getting done. I'm about action. I'm about work. I'm about doing. So to
Okay, well,
do that,
I'll let
you
you.
got to get
Yeah,
off the excuses.
I'll let y'all get back to y'all's thing because, like I say, and I've been supporting Green for a long
Man, we
time.
appreciate you.
I
We
don't,
appreciate you rolling up,
I
Tex.
don't
We
know who
appreciate
these
you rolling
chat
up, bro.
demons are. Though. Who are these chat demons? But go ahead. But all right, appreciate it. Thank you.
Salute, my brother. Salute, my brother.
Yeah, God bless you.
Well, thanks for coming through. Appreciate it. That was great. I know a lot of people say get back to basketball, but sometimes great conversations is needed because when you have a lot of people on chat like this over, like you got like 200 people, it might be someone that's going through something, and we might have helped someone today. That's how I look at
Hey,
it.
let me say
You
this
know,
real quick, Kareem. For those that said, let's get back to basketball. Last I checked, this is a Laker channel. What basketball we got to talk about? What basketball we got to talk about? Well, what we got to talk about? The season been over. We Laker fans. Ain't nothing going on in basketball right now.
man, that's a shot
I
at
mean,
my LA Lakers.
they doing the recruiting for the college guy. What we got to talk about, y'all? What we got to
That's a
talk
shot
about?
at my
Ain't no
LA Lakers.
ain't no it's a shot at the NBA, really. Ain't no basketball. See, basketball ends when the Lakers season ends. That's what I'm saying. Don't nobody care about Boston and freaking Golden State. Do honestly, y'all in the chat, y'all can tell me. Do y'all really care about the Boston Celtics and the
They
damn
want to know what they
Golden
LA
State
Lakers
Warriors?
going to do.
Man,
Everybody
we
want to know
Laker
what the LA
fans, man.
Lakers going to do.
Bump both them sorry teams. I hope. Hey, I told somebody the other day, Kareem. I said, what I really hope happen. I said, I don't wish injury on nobody. When you play, you'll never wish injury on a player ever. But what I hope happen, they get tied at 3-3, and then I don't say we want to have a pandemic, but something happen, right? Just something happen, and we can't finish. And they have to we can't even play. Everything's shut down, and there's no winner for this year. That would be the dream scenario for me because I hate Boston, and I really don't like Golden State. I do hate Boston. I'll be honest. I hate Boston. Everything about it. Their colors. Ugh, where they located. Ugh, I hate everything about Boston. And I really dislike Golden State, man. I do. I really dislike them. So we ain't got nothing to talk about. What y'all want to talk about?
So we're gonna get to. I want to give a few more shout outs.
You see real. He said I'm a Laker without LeBron. Nah, bro, you a Laker. Bump you on the team.
Elise, you
He said
follow him,
without
right?
LeBron.
You follow Elise,
Yeah,
right?
you follow. Yeah, he said without LeBron.
Yeah.
You either a Laker fan or you're not.
So I'm gonna give a shout out to the people who I didn't give a shout out in our first.
Y'all know I'm messing with y'all. Y'all know I'm
Henry,
messing with y'all.
what up, Henry? Albuquerque, Turkey. Andrew Bennett, Chris Nelson, Weed Bays in the building. Who else?
Yeah, I've been there.
Most
I've been there.
in the
Albuquerque,
building.
Turkey. Unfortunately, I've been there too many times. Freaking Boston.
Most Sandra is in the building. Hood TNT is in the building. Who else?
Herm, salute Herm, my brother. Salute.
Rich D.
Real easy.
Henry.
He's silly, bro.
Oh yeah, he funny. Really easy.
He clouded in there. He clouded in there. He
My
cannot
boy
rock with LeBron.
Herm
He hate that
is
dude.
in the
Hey,
building.
real easy. You hate LeBron like I hate the Celtics, huh, bro?
Oh nah, Elise, you follow his. You go to his page. I mean, he got a
like
channel.
LeBron?
He got a
Oh,
channel.
I gotta go check it out. Oh, you got a channel? Oh, hold on. I gotta subscribe to that. I didn't know you had a
Elise,
channel.
yeah, a good dude.
Oh, I'm on there.
Good dude.
He said he cannot rock with that fool LeBron. Hey, I'm subscribed, bro. I'm subscribed. Yes, sir.
We subscribe to you, Elise. That's what we do over here.
Yep.
We show love over here.
Yes, sir. I didn't know you had a channel. I'm on it. I'm on it. Now, see, some people will listen to that and say, Elder hates LeBron too. No, I don't hate LeBron, y'all. I don't. There's things LeBron do I don't like. There's things he do I love. I mean, I respect. He's a great player. He's the best player. To me, he's the best player of his era. He really is. He's the best player. He superseded the expectations too. Not many players can do that, especially when you expect it to come in and dominate the league. And he superseded that. So I got a lot of respect for LeBron, but I see the stuff he do behind the scenes. He's just not my favorite players, though. He's just not. I mean, I'm a Kobe fan. I'm a Laker fan. I'm a Magic fan. I mean, I like winners, bro. I like boogers that leave it in the mud. Now I understand this generation don't do that. This group of players is different. They have different levels of motivations for why they do what they do. Hey, that's on them. I have a little more respect for the guys that really put it all on the line. But that's what our generation did, though, y'all. So what else am I supposed to do?
That's my thing. I like when everybody put everything
did.
on the line.
Yeah,
I would put everything on the line for free. For that money.
You right, Desmond. Desmond, right. He said, I hate the strippers. You right, Desmond. You right. I do. Not as much as Boston, though. I ain't gonna lie. I don't hate the strippers as much as Boston. I probably hate the stripper fans more than I even hate the Boston fans. Because at least Boston fans down for their team. The strippers, them boogers, man, they jumping off ship.
They love their team.
Most of them, they love their team. I gotta give them credit for that. They down for Boston. I gotta respect real. Clipper fans, I don't even know if that's a real thing. I don't know, like, if it's truly a thing where there's a Clipper fan.
So let me ask you.
There are players that come to the Clippers that people like, and then when they leave, they're gone. Go ahead, Kareem. Sorry.
So let me ask you this. I said this on my thing, right? Because I was like, when they was talking about getting this Cal Soto guy, and they was like, "Oh, get him because he will be the first Filipino, and it'll bring a lot of revenue. It won't help the revenue far as salary cap. That's number one." And I said, and this is the thing I said. I said, why pick somebody a waste of caps a roster spot for someone if they not that good? Now on the flip side, I'm saying this. Now I'm not saying they'll do this, but if I be a little lenient for doing something just because, I would do something because Shaq was a great player and have his son come in on the strength. If I'm going to do something just because, I'm not doing it because this guy is this guy is will bring money in and we could just put him up, but he's not that good. But someone who put their work in, as Shaq help us win. If I had to do a favor, I'd rather do a favor on that. But anyway, how you feel about Shaq's son getting a tryout? What you like about Shaq's son?
I mean, you got good height, you got good athleticism. I don't think he's an NBA player. I mean, he missed too many years with the health and all that. But I mean, what's wrong with letting the man get a tryout? I mean, he went to play. He would have been in the mix. He probably, if let's just keep real, if he didn't have a heart issue and all that stuff, he just stayed a couple years in college, developed. He probably would have been drafted, y'all. He had that kind of talent if it developed properly, but the heart injury slowed his development. So he's years behind, but it's just his time to go. So I don't have a problem with them looking at him. I mean, I don't, what else you gonna do? I mean, he's 6'8", 6'9", you know what I'm saying? I mean, he fits the mold of what you looking for in the NBA.
He's long. He's tall.
Hey, he's young.
Athletic.
Look at his pedigree. Look at his pedigree, where he comes from. You trying to tell me if he comes in and shows you something, he may not be the type of player that you want to just take a flyer on and put as a 14th, 15th player on your two-way contract.
That's what I said.
So he's under contract for you, and then when everything catches back up, you know, like instead of his development taking place at 23, 24, like most, he may not develop to 26, 27. He may never develop. But what if he does? He's 6'10"? Wow, he grew.
Yeah, he's tall. He like close to Shaq.
He's athletic, bro.
Shaq's 7'1". He like right there to Shaq.
You have to at least do your due diligence and do a flyer on him. And then you know he lives out there now and stuff. Do your due diligence. You're not hurting nothing by letting him come in and work out. And then if he don't work out, don't pick him up. But I would want to see what he is now, because you didn't get to really see him in college or nothing like that. I want to see where he's at.
And you know what's crazy? That's what I said. I said, if I'm going to take a fly on a two-way contract, the strength of Shaquille O'Neal for one, and two, like you said, his growth, it got cut short. I would take on him before Kyle Soto. Kyle Soto, I don't see nothing with him. And then the center position is something we need. And like this guy, like he's tall, he athletic.
Well, I think part of what they're seeing, Kareem, is if you start naming some of the top players of the game today, they're foreign players. Remember, the foreign players used to come over here and they would take a little bit longer to develop because the physicality and all that other game here, they weren't used to. Basketball done caught up with the NBA now. And what's happening is we got skill here. You know, guys are running, jumping, leaping, shooting. They got skills there, but they still have to get it out the mud against them grown men, and they play physical. So that's why you can get a guy like Luka come over here and say, oh, it's easy to score in the NBA. You can get a guy like, what's the name? And he be the two-time repeating MVP in the league as a second-round draft pick. These cats Jokic. These cats understand basketball, y'all. The world is caught up with America when it comes to basketball. I'm telling you, they have. If you go name the top 10 players playing in the game today, I guarantee you half of them came from overseas, if not more. You just pick your top 10. Half of them going to be from overseas. They're going to be from out of the country of America. So it just caught up.
Let's do that. All right, so top 10 players in the NBA right now.
All right. People going to say
LeBron.
So we don't have no arguments. Let's swallow LeBron, KD. Let's get them two in there. Let's do Curry. Let's do all Americans. Let's do Curry, right? That's probably it right there. Before you can get
Giannis,
you got to go to Giannis, N.B.A, Jokic. That's 4-3 right there.
And they the top players. Giannis,
top players in the league. You can't say they're not, because these guys are the guys that's been running for the MVP the last few years.
Yeah, that's
I'm not putting. You can put Kawhi, but Kawhi ain't played, so I'm not putting a player in there that ain't played.
Hold up, damn! I ain't getting hold up. You got Luka is one of they might got, technically, to be honest, they might got 4 out of 5 at the top 5.
I know.
Spots.
I think Giannis is the best player in the game right now. Personally, me. I think Giannis is the best player in the game.
Top 5.
And Jokic to me is number 2.
Luka top 5.
I think Luka has moved up this year to the top 5. So now you got 3 right there. But I think Embiid top 10. I think Embiid impressed me this year.
Top 10. Embiid maybe top 5, top 6.
Could be. So you're at least top 6. So let's just say that's 4 out of the top 6 players are foreign. Because let's just keep it real. We put LeBron in there, y'all, but LeBron is really not top 5 in the NBA no more. He you know what I'm saying? He scores and all that, but he's really not. I wouldn't. He's top 10, but I'm not putting him in top 5.
I think all them guys is top 5.
Oh, I agree.
The guys
I agree.
I ain't look at it like that, but those
I'm putting,
four guys
I'm
is
putting
top
Steph.
5.
I'm putting Steph in there. So I'm mixing Steph in there. I think Steph is. He's showing me now he's top 5 still. Steph is proving because you got to prove it to me. He's in the championship. Like he's been the best player in the NBA championship so far in the finals. He's been clearly. There's nobody close. Steph has been the best player. He's top 5 still. People will say Kevin Durant's still there. Kevin Durant ain't proved that, but I'll put him there just for sake of argument's sake. So you really got Steph and KD and LeBron are the only 3 that we really can look at close and say they top 10 right
But
now.
that's top. That's
Tatum,
seven. That's top
because of the
7.
way he playing,
Tatum ain't in them guys. Oh,
well, I'm
yeah,
saying
that's
he
top
may
7.
be coming up the end of top 10, 9, 10. He may be there now because again, I give guys credence when they prove it, and people can't deny this. Tatum been to the Eastern Conference Finals 3 out of 5 years, and he young. 3 out of his first 5 years, he done made to the Eastern Conference Final. I'm not ignoring that. And now he's in the finals, tied up 2-2. I'm not finna ignore that. Jimmy Butler's top 15 to me. He's not top 10. He's definitely not better than Durant. Sorry. He got a better mentality, but he ain't a killer like Durant. And people sleep on Durant. Durant is not no slouch defensively. I mean, you're not cooking Durant defensively. Too long, too athletic. I mean, I'm not saying he's elite, but he's definitely not a slouch like people say he is. He will give that effort on the defensive end. Jokic stepped it up this year on the
But
defensive end.
the key to the argument is you're right what you're saying.
All these
4 guys, them
the
guys,
foreigners.
yeah, that's crazy. I ain't look
The
at it, but that's
foreigners.
true. Giannis, Embiid, Jokic, and Luka.
If you're talking a top 10 list, you are going to
You
include
talking top
Giannis.
7?
Hey, yeah, Giannis, Embiid, and I'm just doing that to eliminate argument because people have preferences. But you can't do a true top 10 list
Top 7.
without being
7.
Giannis, Embiid, Jokic, and Luka. Them 4 gonna be in there. They all foreigners, y'all. They all foreigners, and they all young. All of them under 30, ain't they? Every
All
single one of them. All of them under 30.
of them under 28.
Wow.
Embiid, I think, is 27, 28. Jokic 27.
Yeah.
All of them like 28 and under.
Mm.
And Luka's 20,
You
23.
just can't deny it. You just can't deny it.
23.
Just can't deny it. Now, do America got some great players? Absolutely. They got the Ja and old boy that didn't play this year. He's pretty good though. Still, I would really give him. They say he's looking like a beast. Did you hear about that?
Who?
New Orleans.
Zion?
They say he's looking like a beast, bro.
He want that contract.
They say Zion looking like a
He
Greek
want
god,
that
y'all.
contract.
I haven't seen it though. Have anybody in the chat? Have y'all seen a recent thing of Giannis? I mean, of what's his name? I forgot that quick. Zion. Has anybody seen him recently? Pictures. I was listening to him on talk radio coming back home today, and they were like, "This dude." They said this dude look like Greek god. They said this dude getting it, like he finna shut the league up. And I'm telling you right now, if Giannis, if Zion gets that, y'all, Zion, he can't be stopped. He's a young man. He's a boy, and he's out here dominating. Man, ain't nobody in the league ever came in and shot almost 70% from the field, y'all. This dude is a monster. Imagine if he matures. Oh my yeah. Zion gonna be a beast, bro. He's too athletic. He's too strong. He's too quick. He's too powerful. Man, shoo-wee. Ooh-wee.
If he come and he healthy, New Orleans gonna be a problem. Cause they got 2 guys who gonna score at will, especially in playoff setting. That's why if he in the playoff setting, they're gonna be problems. I said that. Because he's gonna get you in the penalty early because he's gonna draw a lot of fouls.
A lot of fouls. Don't let him get a jump shot. Don't let him develop his shot like
But sometimes a jump shot, man. Cause when somebody get jump shot, they forget all about the. I kind of like them like that. Stay like that. Because
hold on. Here's the thing.
Shot,
they
don't go to the basket no more.
Well, you notice. Hold on. You notice who I compared him to though. I compared him to Giannis. Giannis didn't stop going to the basket. And his jump shot getting better every year, little by little. He's getting a little bit better, more confident, and he's still aggressive going back. That's what I'm saying for Zion. He going to do what Giannis is doing, but you got Giannis, man. He got the old school. He working out like Kobe and Jordan. He working out. Giannis, he wants to win, bro. Giannis is, and again, You know, Giannis come from extremely humble beginnings, bro. Their
Humble beginnings.
motivations, Giannis's motivations is totally different, bro. This motivations is totally different than a lot of American players. He don't give a crap about no dang social media and none of all that. Man, his first contract, his family was set for life. Y'all know that, right? When he came in as
Yeah,
what 15th pick, that little money he made then,
yeah.
he knew my family set for life.
Humble
See,
for
these
beginnings.
kind of guys don't care about all that kind of stuff.
They
Yeah,
don't need 100 million for them family
yeah,
to be
he
set.
ain't greed like that. Now he's trying to set a legacy. He's trying to make a legacy for a name for himself that his children can be proud of. And Giannis wants to be the
But
best, bro.
but not to the, but to go
He
back to
said
when we
Giannis
talked
a
about
football
AD.
player.
When AD said when you said earlier about AD think that he
Yeah,
good, he could just come practice when he want. That's the difference between him and Zion. I mean, Giannis. Giannis went right back at it.
yeah,
Right back
I'm
at it.
sure he did.
That's the difference between Zion and
And again,
Giannis.
the American what's been taught to the
Humble
American basketball
beginnings.
players through through AAU, what they've allowed, actually, they ain't taught it, they've allowed it, is for these guys to just get off on their talent. Now, some guys get to the league and get that hunger and realize, hey, I got to put it in, and they're the ones that had a 15-year careers. You get others that come in and they flame and fizzle out. They don't put the work. They have vices, stuff like that. You can't tell me, man. Like the one guy we want on the team this year, Josh Jackson, bro. The superior talent and athleticism this brother had is something going on here. He's got vices. He's got other kind of stuff. People think it's just talent that gets you to the NBA. It's so much more, y'all. It's so much because it's a lot of talent out there. It's a lot of talent. You got to have other variables that's gonna help pave the way, and then you got to do certain things. I'm telling you right now, the games they don't wait for nobody. I don't care how talented you are. You screw up your opportunities, you gone. Look at old boy. He was the #1 pick in the draft. That booker barely lasted 3 years in the league, and he gone.
Gone.
He had to have some great talent for people to have him because he shouldn't have been first, y'all. But don't forget, I'm talking about in Cleveland. What was his name? From UNLV.
You talk about
Uh, what was that
Anthony
dude's name? Anthony
Anthony
Bennett.
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 Anthony Bennett.
Bennett. You can't say he didn't have talent. Everybody had him picked in the top 5, so it wasn't like he wasn't finna get drafted. Nobody had him going first though. Everybody thought he'd go from 3 to 5. But again,
That
you're
was the
ultra.
weakest. That draft was
It was weak,
horrible.
but you're ultra talented to be a top 5 pick. You still got to do other things, though, is what I'm saying. You got to do other things. Hold on a second here. Since I'm scared to bet, ask Elder how much he won off the playoffs so far, and I'll tell you how much I won off the playoffs so far. I ain't bet. I ain't bet. Have I bet the playoffs at all?
Who you talking to?
He talking to me. If that's the true BX in
Who's
there,
that?
that's BX.
Oh,
the one
BX.
that I called him out the other day over there. He was calling me out. I was in the chat. He was like, "Get in the panel on my boy Showtime channel." He said, "Get in the panel." So you know me, what I do? I got in the panel, and I was trying to bet him on. He made a statement saying that uh Boston after game 2, he said going back to Boston, they're gonna win both games in Boston. Is what he said, and I said, I bet you 500 they don't. And then I was calling him out in the chat. He started him hawing. He told me to come into the panel. Don't come in the panel and confirm it, Elder. So I came in the panel, and then he started backpedaling when I want to do the bet. Then now y'all all know I keep the Shabbat. So Friday nights I'm not doing no sports, basketball, none of that crap. The game was Friday night. So I told him then, I'm not coming back Friday night to do no bet with you, bro.
Yeah, you did. You
We
don't come
can
on
bet.
Fridays.
No, I
You don't
don't.
come on
You can
Fridays.
bet now. This what I did. Remember, the Shabbat don't come in till like nine o'clock now at night. It don't get dark till like almost 9. So I came on Showtime channel like at 7. I said, tell BX he want to bet. I'm still here. Of course, no bet. And he would have lost because you see what's name in the law. BX, everybody saw you get your card pulled, bro. You ain't, bro. Get on out here, bro. I don't care how much you done won. You didn't want to take my bet. It was clear. And then here's the thing. Even after they won game 3, I came in and said, you know what? I'll still bet you. You one game up. You halfway to your bet. I'll still bet you you're not gonna win game 4. 500. He ain't want to do it. He ain't want to do it. So you
So
is you was scared to bet me, sucker. He definitely ducked me. SS Robo, you saw it. He definitely ducked me. Talking about who is, I heard him in there, who is Elder? Like, why y'all saying so much special? Why I got to bet Elder? Like, Booker, because you called me out. They all heard you call me out. Talking about stop the cap, Elder. You come your buddy here, BX, and get roasted. You can come up in here and get cooked. You come up in here.
Let me ask you this. So it's a lot of teams now, because somebody asked me they want to talk about the draft, about getting picks. Now, it's some team had to sell a picks because it's just too many guys. Like, look at OKC. Now, everybody, I'm gonna say all they picks. OKC has the second pick, 12th pick, 30 and 34. The Lakers should easily be at about 34 from them. Cause like, what do you? That's four.
That's gonna cost $4 million right there.
That's what we got.
That's a first round pick, really. Them real early seconds, they consider them first round picks, really.
Exactly.
Because those guys are gonna get guaranteed money. They get guaranteed money. So
34.
you're really buying a first round pick.
That's it. So the Spurs have 4. But Spurs ain't gonna do no business with us. The Spurs has 9, 12, 25, and 38. These guys. See what happened, because someone asked me, reason why I'm speaking out on these picks, because someone asked me, will the Lakers be able to? I said, if a team don't want to do business with the Lakers, that means they just don't want to. Because if you look at these guys' roster spots, they can't even keep. What they're gonna do, get draft and stash guys. A lot of draft and stash. Why would you just do a draft and stash and you get some money up front for it?
Which Kareem, let's keep it real. That's really not popular today. The draft and stash used to be for the foreign guys who weren't physically ready to come and play in the NBA. So you get your hands on them early, like Jokic, the guy, the Gasol brother, the big member that one. Them guys were all drafted and stashed because they weren't physically ready to come to the league. Guys ain't that way no more. They done caught up with the league, so you don't see much of this drafting and stashing no more.
But you're right. But my point is, I'm talking about the roster spots. These guys, if you look at it,
they don't have the spots to fill.
It makes sense to do a business with a team, the Lakers, who aggressively want to trade. Spurs, like I said, they got 4 first-round picks. 4 picks. They got 3 first-rounders, 9, 20, and 25. They got 38 picks. That should be good for the Lakers to get there. And then you got another team, Minnesota. They got 4 picks in the draft. They got 19, 40, 48, and 50. Now, Minnesota's a team. They just got their president of basketball.
It's only 58 picks.
I know, but what I'm saying, a lot of these teams got all these picks, and you look at their roster spots, and then they want to do stuff in free agency. Where's these places going? They have to do where Lakers can do business.
We'll see what it all about there. I think a lot of them want to bundle something and get something is what they're trying to do. Now, there's somebody in here that says Ruggeds 89 New York. He says Lakers have no assets nor current players with any value to compete in the market. Ask Elder. The simple answer to your question is yes, they do. They have plenty of assets and they can compete. Everybody says Lakers have no draft picks. That's not true. Lakers got plenty of draft picks left. Yeah, plenty. They just don't have no draft picks in this draft. We got a draft pick next year. We got a draft pick in either going to be 2025 or 2026 and 2027 and 2028 and 2029. The way the league is set up, you can't trade multiple first-round picks year after year. You can't trade. If you trade 2026 pick, you can't trade 2027. So when you see them say the Lakers can trade the 2027 and the 2029, those are the first years they're eligible to trade them. We still have picks in those other years before that. Now, some of those years are what you call a pick swap, where the Pelicans will be able to, if our pick's better, they can swap positions with us. But we still have a pick. So I hate when I hear people say Lakers don't have no pick. Then to say Lakers don't have no assets, Russell Westbrook is a incredible asset. That's $47 million asset. You know how many players you can get to fill your roster with $47 million? That's why the Lakers don't want to do a John Wall type of trade. I don't want to go 1 for 1. I'd rather get 3. Why? The Lakers gave up 3 players to get him. Really 4. You gave up your first round pick and 3 players. You gave up 4 players. So the Lakers are like, we're going to get 3 or 4 players back for that contract. And guess what? That's what they're going to do, y'all. And then we're going to see how much assets we don't have. You got great GMs like Yesai Majuri. Everybody agrees that he's one of the greatest GMs out there, one of the greatest evaluators of talent in the NBA right now. Why is it that Masai Ujiri for the last 2 years has tried to pluck THT from the Lakers? If the Lakers ain't got no talent, why does the guy that's regarded as one of the greatest talent evaluators in the NBA right now? He ain't top 5, top 4, y'all. This booger either number 1 or number 2
Yeah, he
in
top 2.
evaluating talent. Yeah,
Easy.
yeah. He's either that. So why is it that he likes THT, but you don't? See, I don't go by what fans say. It's amazing. See, here's the key. I'm going to show y'all how this works. Guys that are not, the teams are not interested in, you never hear their names in trade talks, y'all. They only talk about guys they want. Why would you, think about this. If you think this guy's trash, say you think Robert Covington is trash, you over the New York Knicks, and you think Covington's trash, would anybody in the New York Knicks front office be talking about Robert Covington? No, we don't like him. We don't want him. There's nothing to talk about. But when you constantly hear players' names in trade talks, that's because other teams like them. Now they may try to finagle you and get you to, give up the player on the cheap and all that, but they still like the player. Players only get traded if other teams like them, y'all. So I don't like this narrative being pushed that the Lakers have no movability, no assets, no trades. That's just a bona fide lie. We got all of that. And like you said, they've been out there publicly letting everybody know Lakers got $4.5 million. Who want the money? That's all the Lakers are saying. Which one of you teams want the money? You call us and tell us, hey, because what's going to happen? You'll probably get a team that's got like the 42nd or the 43rd pick. Hey, I'd give you this pick for that 4.5 million you got. We're like, yeah, we'll get back to you. And they already know what that means. We're trying to get a higher pick for that kind of money.
But that kind of money.
Yeah. So you trying to finesse us for the 4.5 to get a mid-second rounder when we want an early second rounder for that. And a lot of these teams, they may have 4 picks, but they don't even have roster spots available for all 4.
That's
if
my
you got
thing.
12 people on the contract, you can't draft 4 people.
And then not counting the free agency. You don't want to go.
Yeah.
You don't want to get no 4 rookies. You want to get pick up some
And if
free
you
agents.
think about this, if you're a team that's trying to win, what is the 38th, 39th pick going to do for you? More than likely, he's going to sit on your bench.
Especially if you
why
got
not
2 other picks ahead of him.
Facts. If you got, facts. So why not move that and put capital back into your bosom? And that's what teams will do. And they just need to know the teams that's willing to spend the money. Believe you me, teams say they don't want to work with the Lakers, they will. When they look and say, man, we do not want this pick. There's nobody out there we like at this number, and we can actually get $4.5 million
That's
for
a lot
a guy
of money.
we don't want. For a guy we don't want.
The guy ain't going.
Y'all do. Hey, hold on, y'all. Let me show you what $4.5 million is. Y'all go look up because y'all know it's 60 picks, right? It's 30 teams, 2 a pick per round, so it should be 60 picks. This year is only 58 because the Bulls and Miami lost their second round picks, so it's only 58. But go look what a 30th pick gets. He's a first rounder. He's the last player picked in the first round. Go look what his average salary is, y'all. It's not 4.5 million.
It's like 1 point something, right?
No, it's more. I think it's 2 point whatever now. But
well, I'm gonna look
again,
right now.
Yeah, it's like 2 point something. It's like yeah, it's like 2 point. I'm pretty sure it's 2 point something. But here's the key: you can get double that for a player you don't even want. If you picking 34, 37, 38, 34 is kind of high though. 34, the picks 31 through like 34, 35, 36, all those guys they pretty much fell out of the first round. So you're gonna have to guarantee them money. When you draft them, you already know we're guaranteeing you money. And then when you guarantee that money, that guy's pretty much guaranteed to make your team. If not, you don't draft that guy. If you can't work that out beforehand, you don't draft that guy. But what about a 39th? Maybe even a 40th. The Lakers may pay that for a 40th pick, y'all. They may.
Yeah, it's around like $2 million.
I told you. 30th. So you talking I can make double off of one team just because they like the talent in somebody. When I don't even have a roster spot.
4.5 million. It's guys who right outside the lottery.
Yeah, guys, I already know this.
They guys
I already know it. So people. So Kareem, people wonder why the Lakers are stuck on THT. They got a ton invested. They gave up almost $3 million to buy that. What was it 2.7, Kareem, to buy that
Yeah,
draft pick that year? He
yeah.
was the 41st pick or something like that. They paid $2.7 million to get that pick. So you put that, now he don't get that money, but you still put that in your books as I got 2.7 invested plus the salary I got to pay this man. So he makes $1 million. I got 3.7 invested in this man.
Yo, what's the name was Zion Zaire Williams. He was the what pick? He get 4.3.
Zaire was higher. He was the lottery.
He's
I
like the
thought.
8th pick, right?
A little late. I thought it was like 12th, 13th,
We'll,
something
we'll,
like
we'll,
that.
we'll pick Zaire Smith.
I thought Zaire Smith
Williamson.
was like 12th or 11th. I thought he was late because he got traded, right?
Well, he's
Didn't
the
he get
lottery
traded?
though. He went lottery.
Yes, I think he was in the lottery. I think he was in the lottery.
Anybody tell me Zaire Williamson what pick he went? He get
Was
4.2.
Hey, Daryl Pitts was THT the 46th pick. Is that what he was? That's a lot of money for the 46th pick, bro.
That's a lot.
And then you wonder why the Lakers don't want to just give up on him, especially when he's 21 years old. He just turned 21 in November. He just turned that. So why would you give up on that?
The 10th.
And that's why. Hey, wow, he was the 10th pick.
Pick and get 4.2. So we talking 4.5.
We talking about a top 10 pick.
4.5.
Price tag. Yes. With the Lakers that want to get up, but they're not. I'm gonna tell you right now, the Lakers are not giving up 4.5 for the 40-something pick. They'll give that up if somebody wants to give up 31, 32, 33, maybe 34. It's got to be they'll give it up for one of those high, because those guys that go in the first or the second, they should have been first round picks.
Yeah.
So the top like 31 through 35, they'll pay the 4.5 for that guy. But I'm telling you, it's a talent that they believe in, that they think fit their system, and he's a first-round talent. Look at the THT skills, y'all. I know he ain't played well, but look at his skill set. This man at 19 years old performed in the N.B.A. championship on the highest stage, y'all, and was killing grown men. Killing grown men. This man been in the league 3 years, even hurt, whatever. Sparse minutes, no one has been able to stop this man from getting to the basket. And let's just keep it real. It ain't like THT got Isaiah Thomas handles. I mean, he can handle it. Don't get me wrong. But he ain't got Isaiah Thomas. He ain't got Steph Curry handles. And you still can't stop him.
He spin.
This man,
like this
THT literally gets any shot he wants. So imagine once his mind matches up with his body and he becomes, man, you taking a bit. Now, I'm not saying THT finna be no MVP, but I'm telling you right now, THT, the reason the Lakers said we're not giving him up unless it's some all-star level talent, his ceiling is that. If you say, what's the ceiling for THT? It's all-star. He could be an all-star one day. And that's why the Lakers are saying we're not giving him up unless it's some level. Like, you may not have made an all-star, but there's a lot of people who don't make the all-star, but they got all-star. Look, CJ McCollum. That's all-star level talent, y'all. He's never made the all-star team, though.
Never. Rod Strickland never made it.
Rod Strickland. Yeah, guys like that. That's old school. Some of y'all don't know who Rod Strickland is, but you see what I'm saying. That's what the Lakers are saying. You give me a talent like that, I'll consider giving up THT. Other than that, I'm keeping him. I'm keeping him. THT, y'all, I'm telling y'all, he may be the guard that the Lakers been looking for, that they can match up and be a 1-2 combo with Anthony Davis if he develops the way the Lakers believe he can develop. Now, some of y'all are probably saying, Elder, you on so full of cap. Y'all don't look at the skill set. Y'all fans, and you just look at the box score. You'll say, he averaged 7 points, Elder. Blah, blah, blah.
He averaged 10 points. He averaged 10 points.
And he averaged 10 points, and he was in his teens, bro. He was in his teens. People forget the man got 3 years of NBA experience, and he just turned 21. He just turned 21, y'all. Imagine what this boy going to be doing at 25 when he's 8 years in the league at 25. I'm telling you right now, I ain't giving up. I know you disagree, Reg Dog. Y'all, a lot of y'all fans hate what you see. But again, you got to look at your investment and why you invested it. Let me ask some of y'all this. Since we talking life. We talking life, right? We talking life today. How many of y'all would have liked for the people to give up on you at 19 years old? Think about what you was doing at 19, 20. Then look at what you were doing at 25, 26, 27. What if they gave up on you? What if they gave up on you at 19, 20 years old, 21 years old? What would happen? What would happen? See, Lakers just ain't dumb.
Hold up. I'm glad Marlon brought this up. Now, we all know Kawhi is physically is a pit bull. Kawhi went to TAT, said, yo, how old are you?
Yeah,
he was
because he was impressed.
He said, how old are you?
Hey,
TAT
you know
was
why?
nailing Kawhi Leonard.
You know
Kawhi
why?
said, like,
y'all
I'm glad
remember that
Marlon
game?
brought that up.
Y'all remember that game, don't you, Kareem?
He was handling Kawhi. Kawhi said,
gave him
how old
30.
are you?
He was ripping
Kawhi
Kawhi.
said, this guy's strong as an ox.
Who's this dude? Who's this dude?
Yeah.
NBA players
And we
know
know
that THT
Kawhi
is talented.
hands is huge, and he fits Kawhi strong. He has strong legs, shoulders. Kawhi's a bull.
Think about this. Imagine THT
at 19.
Mentally goes there, gets his body in shape to where it needs to really be, develop everything, man. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, I look at THT's form. THT jump shot is not far away, y'all. I'm telling you right now. Looking at his form, it ain't far off, y'all. It's not far off. Now imagine that jump shot, because again, he already has a mid-range game. He gets in that lane and does does a king shake on you and get that. Nobody can stop the boy from getting any shot he wants in this league. Right now, he's just high volume like most talent is. But what happens when that mental catches up with that talent? THT gonna be destroying dudes, y'all. He's gonna be destroying cats.
He's a gym rat. That's the key.
Yeah.
He's a gym rat.
Man, the Lakers be foolish to get rid of him. I'm with the Lakers. You got to give me something serious for me to get this boy up. And you see, Messiah Jury on the sneak every year, he's putting in the bid. Hey, Lakers, we'll give you. Hey, he just got Gary Trent, and he was trying to trade him to the Lakers.
Yeah, Lakers ain't want that contract. Lakers ain't want that contract.
Heck no, he was trying to give up. What's his name? Think about that, y'all.
The Lakers gonna take Boucher. See the deal with the Knicks. It's gonna be a 3-team deal. The Lakers gonna get Chris Boucher and Cam Reddish in that 3-team deal. Lakers ain't want Gary Trent. They didn't want that contract.
No. But hey, Toronto wanted THT.
And they're gonna get Boucher and they're gonna get Cam in that three-team trade.
Toronto wanted THT bad. Yep. Until the Knicks got greedy. That's all that was. The Knicks got greedy. Trying to get too many picks. And then you got to weigh your options, man. Like, okay, he worth this, but damn, he was a second-round pick. I don't care how talented he was a second-round pick. He ain't done what Jokic did. He ain't went up there and won 2 MVPs yet. You know what I'm saying? But look how long. Hey, you remember when Jokic and Nurkic was playing together? Remember? Everybody was like, man, you got to get rid of one of these dudes. And a lot of folk were saying get rid of Jokic. And Denver got rid of old boy. Look at Jokic now. They got rid of Nurkic, and look at old boy now. I'm telling y'all give up on this talent too quick.
You see what this says? He said he went to the bench
saying, yeah. Other teammates saying, dude is strong. I forgot what game that was. That was that summer league, the preseason game.
Yeah,
remember that
he's
was
19.
That he was giving it to the Clippers. And they was like, oh hell no. They was like, you could tell they was like, oh, we finna show this little dude. This little dude finna show you.
And he was 19.
He was bringing it to Kawhi.
19. So he got stronger since then.
And he gets up to play, and that's another thing. He's already shown he's not afraid of the big moment. He's not. He's from Chicago. I mean, that's the other boy saying he ain't gonna be scared of nothing. You know what I'm saying? So again, I'm not giving up THT for no bag of chips. No. That's why y'all are fans, and you got GMs and smart front office people that say, no, we got an investment. We're gonna protect it.
But see, I think Elder said one of the quotes of the night. And I want all you guys, because see, I'm big on change, and I'm big on I want everybody to grow. He said, picture somebody giving up on you at 19, 21. Because this thing, that's just going to history. Look at guys who got better from and then mind you, he didn't play a lot of basketball like early. He only played 1 year of college. I think he only played 2 years of high school ball. So he's still, tread.
Kareem, I got to cut you off. I just got that news break. You've been saying this, but I just got a thing. The Kings and the Blazers, they're making it real public now. They trading them the 4th or the 7th pick, and they won't help now, they saying.
Wow.
Like you remember, you called it and said
Yeah.
Sacramento selling out next year
Yeah.
to make the playoffs.
Yeah.
See, this is where these 3-team deals and that contract that you say ain't worth nothing. This
Now,
is where Russell Westbrook come in, because they don't have to take Westbrook, but the player they want back, they need Westbrook's salary to make that deal happen, y'all. And they're telling you, the Kings and the Blazers. I just got a news break update. Both of them made it public. We won't help now. We willing to give up the 4th and the 7th pick in the draft if we can get somebody that can help us right now. So you know what that means? These are rookie contracts, y'all. The 4th pick is gonna make what, 7-8 million, maybe. 7th pick gonna make 6-7 million, something like that. You can't get a superstar to help you right now for that pick.
Nah, you can't.
And the potential of that player,
Yeah.
you're not going to give it up for $10 million. So you're talking about bringing in a big time player that's making good money. Now you got a package. Like, say you got a guy making 30. Well, this pick, it has a money slot, y'all. The 4th pick is worth like 8 million, 9 million. I don't know how much it is. I got to go look. It's worth 8-9 million. So you take that money slot tied with that guy's salary, that's 39 million that team's got. You got to match that still. But Westbrook contract don't mean nothing. Y'all gonna see, bro. It's so many teams in the same situation that the Blazers and the Kings are in.
I just hope you guys understand exactly what he's saying. If they want to trade 4 and 6, you're not trading 4 and 6 straight up for a player. You got to add another player to it, and it got to match. Because, like you said, that's only what, $7-8 million.
You
I
giving
think
up
the number one pick is 10. The number one pick is
something like that.
$10 million.
Yep. You giving up your potential to win now, and they're saying we're willing to do that. But if I want somebody to match, like I want a player back that I think that the player I'm giving up has the potential to be on that person's level. So now
Because the
you got to
Kings
make
got
these
to win now.
contracts match.
See, the Kings can't keep with this rebuilding. Kings got to go to the playoffs. It's a must. They said they want to really go last year. They went hard. If you think about it, the Kings went hard to win last year. It is that they just didn't win.
Yeah.
And that's why they was like, man, and that's why with the Ben Simmons things when they was trying to do it, and they were trying to really fleece because they didn't really want to give up. They want to make the playoffs so bad. They ain't wanted to say, hey, okay, let me give up one of these guys, and we need them. They'd rather have them guys playing together, and they really want to make the playoffs, but they didn't. The Kings had to make the playoffs, man.
Man, they got the longest drought, right?
The longest drought.
Everybody said we crazy for them thinking about old boy. They're not. I guarantee this. If they have Russell Westbrook on their point over Fox, I guarantee that gives them a better chance of making the playoffs.
Yes.
Guarantee it do.
Yes.
Guaranteed. And then from the standpoint of the Kings, I got a better chance of making the playoffs. And here it is. I will owe Russell 47, but I owe Fox 160. So I got a guy I already know done shown me for 5 years he can't make the playoffs. And I owe him 160? And you telling me I don't want to take a chance on the guy that has proven for decades, over a decade, give him the show, he'll get me to the playoffs at least.
When Kevin Durant left, they thought they was going to make the playoff. Russ turned up. He got MVP.
Every year.
They thought that they was going to make the playoffs.
Every year they made it. Bro.
Old man Cali, cuz, what's good, bro?
Y'all got to know how this thing work, y'all.
That's the thing. Got to understand how this works.
Got to understand how this works.
Got to understand.
Russ is going to be integral in a lot of this maneuvering with teams. Because think about all these teams that didn't make the playoffs, that got to make it now. All these teams that was in the playoffs, injuries or whatever, disappointed them, players letting them down. You got a lot of – I guarantee this. We got 30 teams in the league. I promise you 22, 23 of the teams is trying to make moves, y'all.
No, but that's what me and my guy was talking about. He was telling me, the guy, he was saying that he said Adam and the N.B.A., the office, they expect a lot of trades coming in. And he said that because the NBA office is prepared because I want to give y'all insight how it go. Before trade go finalized, everything got to go through the NBA office.
Yep.
And when it get to the NBA, this is my homeboy and their job to do. They got to look over every details of each trade before it get finalized. It had to go through the NBA office. And then it bounced back to the teams to get approved through them. And then it's a trade. So sometimes they get so much stuff, they be backed up. That's why in the trade deadline, If y'all notice, a lot of trades happen afterwards. Like they say, deadline is 3:00, and you still see trades at 3:40.
It just has to be faxed over by
It
that
got to
time
be
frame.
faxed over, and he said they got to read over, make sure it's legally bond, make sure there's no crooked stuff and no contracts. They got to make sure everything lined up before they give the okay. And sometimes all of them come at one time. They don't have the time. So he's told me, he said that office been prepared that this going to be a big flux of movement.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a big flux. So he always be busy around this time. Like after the finals, it's gonna be crazy. A lot of like what Elder said, 20. He said 22 out of 30. I'm saying more like 28. The only team I could think of offhand that still strictly is rebuilding is probably OKC. Detroit wants to win now. They going hard at the eight. They wants to make the playoffs. They just did. I was on a Detroit channel. The guy, Chris, I forgot his name, and he's real tied into the Detroit Pistons. And he was saying how Troy Weaver and because Troy Weaver, they were saying how he want to set his mark. He's been an African American man at a high position as a general manager. It's time he wants to win now. So they plan to get Germany Grant, and it's it's players that they want. Detroit, this is going to be one of the most aggressive teams in the NBA. They wants to win. So I could think, I want to say at least 28. Only teams I might say who might still be on little rebuild is Houston and OKC. Outside of that, I think.
But Houston is going to definitely be a part of it because you got John Wall and you got Eric Gordon. You got guys that they got to move. Orlando going to be a part of it. I was trying to think Orlando may be a team that's not really trying to win, but they still going to be.
They said they wanted. When the guy got the pick, he said they're going for it.
That's right. They got the number 1 pick.
They got the number 1 pick. He said we going for it. He said
they better get Jabari Smith. They better get Jabari Smith.
Yeah, he said we're gonna be highly aggressive. We want to be competitive. Show our fans we want to win. That's his words.
If they take Chet Holmgren, bro, they deserve what they get.
I think they're taking Jabari Smith.
They better take him, bro. They better take him. They already got guys. Smith fit them better than Holmgren do.
He do.
He really does. I ain't sold on Holmgren. I'm not sold on him, bro, as an NBA player. I never liked them tall, lanky dudes, bro. I never did. I just, remind me of Sean Bradley, bro. What is he, 7'2" or 7'1" or what is, how tall is he?
7'1".
And he say he's strong, but I don't think he NBA
Nah, he's not strong.
Bro.
I say he's not strong. But the thing is, like the Orlando guy, he said he wants to win. He said he wants to win.
I know they got contracts and stuff that people are going to need to help out, and they got enough talent where people are going to want to get.
They got $1 million.
Some of these deals.
They got the movement. They got Markel Fultz. They got Jalen Shrugs, and they got Cole Anthony. They got a lot of guys at that one position. They have the two there, Gary Harris and Terrence Ross.
The Kings can do nothing to win now. They better build it right. I think the Kings could get to the playoffs now, especially when you got 20 teams making the playoffs now.
Yeah,
when you got with the playing and stuff. I think the Kings can. I think they could. They got to make the right moves. Their biggest issue: who are their veteran leaders?
See, you said something just now.
Yeah.
They got to make the right moves. They constantly do dumb stuff year after year. See, the owner gets in the way. That owner, he's just so annoying, man. He always gets in their way. And that be the problem. He don't know nothing about basketball. He got his daughter running the G League team. Like, he don't even know nothing about sports. You know what I'm saying? So how he gonna have his daughter, you know what I'm saying, running a franchise and she don't know nothing about sports? Be an owner. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy. It's crazy.
So the deal is, like you said, they got to make the right moves. And a lot of teams, that's what I said. When people think about Westbrook contract is gold. I tell y'all guys time and time again, that can change teams. You know how many teams felt they made mistakes, gave people money, that they like, damn, And that's a clear path to success right there. Westbrook contract is a clear path to success.
I agree. And we're gonna see. We're gonna see all this movement going on because there's a lot of teams. Texas said Herm is often wrong. There's a lot of teams that have to make moves to justify the things that they've already done in the past. They got to make moves, bro. So it's going to be a lot of movement. The draft is always big because some teams can take the Golden States and play the Miamis. They can take the chance. Even a team like Milwaukee, they can stash a talent on that back of that roster to develop. And this is a good time to sneak in and get it because everybody's so focused on this and this. Hey, I see this talent right here. Anybody really thinking about him now because he's not the guy that's going to help you get over, but he's the guy that fits our system good, and we need to get him now and develop him. Kind of like what you see done in Golden State, stuff like that. So when you're a winning team, you can take your time with your young talent. You can.
But you know what's crazy? And I was going to hit you up. Mm-hmm. Remember you saying that draft? You said people don't know that was a deep draft, and I meant to send you the clip. The guy said the same thing you said. He said about this draft. Remember you said about that draft, and we went through the whole draft that year. Mm-hmm. We went to all 60 picks.
Yeah, and there was a lot of guys that are just solid.
And the guy said
right now.
The NBA, the draft expert said this draft is similar to that year.
That draft we were talking about. It didn't have like the big just franchise guy, but a ton of the players in that draft are like starters or major role players. They like 15-year pros, you can tell, and they're making major contributions in the NBA. So the draft is deep. It's just not top heavy. You know what I'm saying? They got like 2-3 guys that everybody kind of wooing about a little bit. Really,
after that, it's deep.
After that, it's just deep. So imagine getting a guy that fits your system and he accentuates what you need for your superstars or what you need for your guy. That's where the talent evaluators rise to the top, because now you start putting the pieces of the puzzle together, and the chemistry and mental makeup, all that stuff matters, y'all. All that stuff matters.
Well, it's crazy. We went through from 1 to, and it was a lot. I'm like,
it was like, no lie, y'all, like 35, 40 of those
easy.
guys
35
were like names you knew, and you could tell they were still. I mean, like these ain't none of them bench runners. These guys were either starters or making a major contribution in the 7-8 man rotation. I mean, they were viable players in the league, and you gotta have that. And they said this draft is the same. So why you think the Lakers want to spend that money? It was the same draft that THT was in, wasn't it? Wasn't he in that draft? Yeah, that year. That was a deep draft. Think about this. You got a guy like THT who started for the Lakers. He's 46th pick, and he started. He's definitely been in a rotation pretty much after the first year. He's been in a rotation. That is a major statement. You know as well as I do. Hey, Kareem.
Lou Dort was in that draft.
I remember. Hey, Kareem, in our year.
And when you brought that up, I never looked at that draft like that.
If you were drafted 46
oh yeah,
you may not make the team.
Nah.
You may be in the CBA, journeyman overseas type of guy. Now,
top 35. Yo, it was a time. Remember this, Elder? Back in the days, right? It used to be a few rounds, and then they cut it. It used to be NBA used to have 7 rounds. Then they cut it to 5. Then they cut it to 3. Now they cut it to 2. Yo, after like the first round, people leave because it always the commissioner changed. The commissioner do the first round, then the deputy commissioner do the second round. Yep. Second round, people be like, now you have to watch because it's good players.
Yep. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward more to the movement. There's going to be a lot of movement. Guys are going to have to stand firm. Yep. What's the name said? What is your I didn't think you remember. What is your opinion that Kenny Atkinson hired Charlotte? If you were listening, we were on here last week sometime, one of them shows. I told it was down to Kenny Atkinson and who's the other
Mike D'Antoni.
Mike D'Antoni, and I said they will be wise to take Kenny Atkinson.
You said that, yeah.
Because Kenny Atkinson has a history already of developing young guards. Y'all forget he was the one that helped D'Lo get to the All-Star game, y'all. D'Lo had one of his best seasons under Kenny Atkinson. So he's got a history of proving that he can deal with young guards. And then what they want, Jordan wants, is someone to coach them guys hard. They didn't like the Borrega guy, even though he coached hard. Kenny Atkinson's gonna coach you hard too. He ain't playing games, y'all.
Nah, he ain't playing games.
So hopefully, Melo, Bridges, all these dudes get in. But like they said, they were talking about this on sports radio today. You got to know the guys you're dealing with. The Bridges dude apparently did something on social media. Did you know about this? Where he was talking or something, and he had a clip or a picture, and he had a drink that they call lean. Are you familiar with that?
Yeah, I know lean. I know what lean is.
They said it looked like lean. And then he had a joint right next to it.
That's now down look good. He killing his money. He a free agent. Because that lean, you got guys died off lean.
Check this out, though.
Died off lean.
Check this out. His response when people came at him crazy for the picture, guess what he said?
What he said?
That's pink. That's pink lemonade. He ain't say nothing about the weed right there. That's pink lemonade. See, you got to understand and know what kind of guy you got. Is he the kind of guy you want to give big time money to, or move him now and get the right, like they did? Hey, people dog Charlotte when they let Kemba Walker go.
That's the best.
Who you dogging now? Best move they could have made. Just imagine they gave that man a max deal and Kemba Walker playing the way he playing now. They franchise would have been shackled for 10 years.
Yeah.
Kudos. See, we don't want to congratulate Michael when he make a good business decision. Oh, Kemba earned that. He earned to destroy the franchise for 10 years? No. What he did, he earned the money he made when he was getting a max deal before that. But they didn't see the future with him. And he wasn't, I don't think you should give a guy a max deal unless he's the type of guy could either be the lead or the coming in dog that's going to take you to the next level. And Kemba Walker wasn't going to do that.
Yo, I say this all the time. And every time I say this, I get it bothers me when people come on and talk about like I'm counting somebody's pockets, why I don't want the black man to get money.
That ain't it. I love them to get paid.
They get paid, but a lot of these guys ain't stepping up and producing. That's why I think I don't like that. To be honest, the centers when they get that extra money, because you killing your team now. Because now you just got an extra bump, and now you holding up 40% of that cap space. You really not going to win. And it's funny that we saying with the guy with the lean. Lean is dangerous. It's so many guys die off that, and I believe he do it because he's a rapper and he talks about that. Like he got a song, him and Terry Rozier, and he got that. He wants that thuggish look. He talks about I'm N.B.A. Like he kind of talked that little slick, like he edgy. You know what I mean? But they saying that it has legs. They talk about him in a sign and trade, him and PJ Washington for Anthony Ayton. I mean,
DeAndre Ayton.
They said it has legs. They've said on Twitter yesterday. I think one of the
because they can play him at the 4 and keep the other Bridges at the 3.
At the 3, yeah. Because he's like this. He's strong.
Yeah. He can play. He's playing 4 now.
He plays 4 now, yeah. And they said him and PJ Washington for Bridges.
But the problem, they can afford to do that because DeAndre will be a sign and trade. But
and they both will be signed. They both free agents.
Yeah, they can afford to do that. They can afford to
do that. Oh,
yeah. But the problem is, I don't think Phoenix can afford to have a sign and trade come back. They can't be capped with the money they got. They can't.
No, but they can do it because Phoenix got 13 or 14 guys under contract, so it won't help. It won't hurt them.
No. I think I'm talking about the hard cap.
But the hard cap hurts you really if you do it and you got like 4 or 5 spots you trying to fill out. It hurts you. But if you got full roster, it don't bother you.
What I'm saying is, you're not listening. What I'm saying is this: the hard cap is an actual hard number that you can't spend over. Phoenix is already spent over, is what I'm saying. They can't be hard cap. They would have to get rid of players. because they got what 4? They got 4 max deals.
They're not. I don't think Phoenix would be hard cap because they were saying that they put the numbers. Let me try to find it. Because the guy put the numbers.
Find out what this year's hard cap number is. And
they said that deal can go.
What that means?
They said
okay, what that means you can't spend over that. And I don't know how Phoenix could do it because let's keep it real. If you bring an old boy back, he getting a max deal. So now you're gonna have Chris Paul, Bridges, both Bridges, and old boy, the shooting guard, all on max deals. You can't have a team with 4 guys on max deals. They will be way over the hard cap amount just by those 4 guys' salary alone. See, like Golden State, you can't hard cap them right now. Their salaries are way above what the hard cap would be. They're above it already. You can't be hard capped in a luxury tax. Let's just put it that way. You can't be paying luxury tax when you're hard capped. You have to be below that. And I think Phoenix is a luxury tax team, especially if they re-sign a max deal like Ayton.
See, what's the name contract? I don't think kicked in already. Bridges.
Ooh.
Bridges.
This year.
I think it kicked in this year.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. They would have 4, and then the new Bridges coming, plus Booker, plus boy. Now he ain't a max, but he might as well be at $30 million. That's, you see what I'm saying? I don't think they can afford that. I don't think they can afford to. They can't be in the luxury tax. That's why I knew the what's the name deal wasn't going out for the Lakers. They couldn't bring old boy in like he wanted on a sign and trade. They knew that if he wasn't taking that mid-level exemption money, that one that doesn't hard cap you, that $6 million slot, we wasn't getting him. And he said I'm gonna take a discount, but not that big of a discount. That's why I knew we wasn't getting DeFrozen. I knew that. I knew we wasn't getting him. I thought y'all was making wings or something. I know what I said. Oh, I didn't mute. I didn't mute my mic. I'm talking. I thought I muted my mic. I'm sorry. I'm talking to my wife in there. I thought they was in there making a little something. I said, I'll take it. They making a baby bottle. Bridges from Flint. Yeah, he from a tough place. Yeah, Flint tough. They're my old stomping grounds, man. Man, love Flint Town. Sag City. They call it Sag Nasty.
Oh, Saginaw and Flint is close by each other?
Yeah, they like 30 miles apart, bro. Yeah, 30 miles apart. Right there, Sag a little bit north of Flint. Yes, sir. So, yeah, I did a lot. I spent a lot of time in Saginaw and Flint. Had good friends in both. Yep. Herm is most logical, reasonable. Brian said, I call him out. Texas still on him, man. Texas still in there clowning, man.
Yeah, but yeah, it's gonna be interesting, man. I think Lakers gonna be in good shape, man. I really do. I think the Lakers gonna be in good shape.
I agree. 100. Texas. Oh, I think it's really Flint Town. Yeah.
Yeah, Banks, he from Flint.
He from Flint or D-Town? He from Flint?
Banks, where you from? Banks, Flint, right?
Yeah, man. I'm telling you, I ain't met a player that's from Flint that's not considered a hard-nosed player, a dog. You see what I'm saying? Even go back to the Mateen Cleaves and
the Flintstones.
Morris Peterson. All them dudes was tough, bro. Them dudes was tough, man.
They called them the Flintstones.
That's what they are. Yeah, they just produce. I mean, Draymond tough. They just put out. Old boy is from Kalamazoo, but you know he want to claim he from Flint. Kuzma, he from Kalamazoo. That's a little different.
Oh, Kuzma pump fake.
He Detroit. That's what I thought. He's 7 Mile. He in Detroit. He D-Town. Yeah. Kuzma pump faking, man. Nobody want to stay in LA. Nobody want to be out there, you know. Kuzma still, hey, people are right. He's still trying to maneuver to get back to LA. He would love to come back to the Lakers.
Yeah, Kuzma in his second career.
Hey, the Washington Wizards is considering taking old boy back. They considering taking Russ back, y'all.
Oh, let me ask you this.
I ain't taking Porzingis. Hell no.
If you the Washington Wizards, would you give Bradley Beal $225 million?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. Bradley Beal is totally different than Kemba Walker. Um, Bradley's been extremely loyal, and he's pretty much helped. You know what I mean, health wise and all that. And Bradley is the type of guy you can build around. If you get the right piece around him, y'all can make some noise. The problem is finding the right piece that wants to be there in Washington. They really needed to hit in the draft to get that guy, and they ain't done it. They've gotten decent guys, but not the guy that they need to go next to Brad. Because it's gonna be really hard to get that free agent to come there. What it's gonna take? You remember what Toronto did? They're gonna have to do something like that. Take a guy that really don't want to come there and then hope that he falls in love with it and
Like
don't leave
Kawhi.
the next year. Yeah. But even though Kawhi left, they got the chip, so it was worth it. Everybody said, "Oh, it was bad. They only got one." That was worth it. You
That's
want a
worth
darn
it.
chip? That
That's
was
worth it.
worth it. Yeah.
All they
So
gave up with DeMar DeRozan and Yaku
yeah.
Perl.
No, Eric Kwan, I don't think Westbrook could draw a lottery pick. But what will happen is this: you put Westbrook because the lottery pick is going to draw the all-star disgruntled superstar type player that fits your narrative. You know what I'm saying? That fits your team. So to make that work, you need a 3-team deal. And then the all-star player comes to you. That pick you have will go to the team where the all-star player is, and then you fit Russ in there on the other team to make the money work. Because people forget, I think it was a 4-team deal for Russ to come to the Lakers. It was either 4 or 5 teams was involved in that trade. The more money you talk about, the more teams gonna get involved because everybody can benefit from it. So that's where you see that at. It's like um, we may have to trade. Like we use OKC all the time. What if you are a team and you think that um, what's his name, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander is your guy, right? Well, we may have to trade Russ to OKC. Shea Gilgeous come to you, and then we take a few of your other players. You see what I'm saying? And then you got to take that lottery pick and send it down to OKC because Shea Gilgeous is worth that lottery pick. But to make the money work, you need a guy like Russ in there because he's a
Exactly.
max salary guy. So that's how I'm kind of give you a base thing of how something will work on a 3-team. More likely to be 4 teams, but that's how you make something like that work. Because the 2 guys that the 2 or 3 guys you got, um, Oklahoma City don't want. They got 2 long contracts, whatever. All they want is picks. So you willing to give them the picks, but Oklahoma City ain't gonna take them contracts. But the Lakers look at those guys and say, hey, they fit good with Anthony Davis. They fit good with us moving forward. We'll take that contract to get off Russ as long as you're not requiring a pick from us. So you'll take your 2 picks, send them down to OKC. The Lakers will send Russ to OKC, and that's their reward for taking Russ. You get the player in Shea Gilders that you want. What's the name? Them happy because they finna get 47 million in tax help and 2 first-round picks, a lottery, and another one. They gonna be happy. That's how these deals go down. And you use teams like OKC, Houston, Orlando, all these teams you can use like that, y'all. Detroit, I'm gonna be honest, because they got that contract. Detroit can be used in this type of situation. As long as you way below the salary cap and you got high dollar contracts, you can do it. I'm naming teams that's got like a max player, but they still way below the cap. Those are the teams that you can get to do that. Cleveland even can probably because old boy got that big old Love got that big old contract. You can
Yeah.
possibly use Cleveland because they got the young talent. They got they could be put in the mix of something like this. But it's going to take these types of deals to move these type of players where they got to go, y'all. And this is why Russ and even John Wall gonna be valuable, especially if John Wall come out and show folk he can play. Like they start seeing videos of John Wall out here looking old. And remember, John Wall at one time y'all was considered the fastest man in the NBA baseline to baseline. Let John Wall give a glimpse of that to somebody,
Oh
and a
yeah.
jumper looking sweet because he been arrested for 2 years. Somebody take a chance on it. Why? I'm finna get the cap space.
Phil, thanks for the donation. Phil,
Oh
really
man, salute,
appreciate
Phil.
that. He said,
Yes,
salute.
sir.
Who your all-time top 5 who never won the ring?
Oh boy, I'm gonna let you do that one.
I say Karl Malone, John Stockton, Allen Iverson,
Charles Barkley.
Charles Barkley,
And the guy from they got to be the guy from New York. Go put him in
Pat
there.
Ewing?
Got to be.
Pat Ewing?
All the other centers won.
Yeah, Pat Ewing. Yeah,
Who's a better center than him that didn't win?
yeah, that's true. Yeah, Pat Ewing.
You could take a guy out and put Reggie in there though. You could. You
Yeah.
could take somebody out and put Reggie in there. I don't know who, but because you got a small backcourt. You got a small backcourt.
Well, Al Iverson, John Stockton.
That's small, bro. You got two gutty guys. Don't get me wrong, but that's small. That's
And
real
Barkley,
little.
Malone, and Pat.
Yeah, you put Barkley at the 3, Malone at the 4, Pat at the 5. That's a good squad. You ain't gonna beat nobody, but that's why they ain't winning rings. But I'm gonna destroy your guards. They too little, bro. Even though they gutty, they too little. Now, Allen Iverson, I'm going to him, bro. Even though he can play, I'm pick and roll to Allen Iverson. Attack. Charles ain't gonna play no D. You already know that, bro.
Charles ain't playing no D.
He ain't playing no D. You got Stockton and you got Pat Ewing and Karl Malone playing a little bit of D. That's it. Allen Iverson ain't gonna play no D. He gonna do a lot of reaching, and Barkley ain't playing a lick of D. A lick of D. 5 great players though.
5 great players.
Yeah.
But the guy and it's a few guys in the draft. I just looking at OKC roster. They can't put no 4 guys. They need to get rid of that 34th pick. They got 12. They got 2, 12, and 30. That's going to be tough. They got a lot of guys on their roster. They don't even got too many free agents.
2 is good for them. It just depends on what they want. I don't think OKC sees anybody in this draft as being that. Honestly, I think OKC kind of want Chet Holmgren to fall to them. I think they want him to fall to them. That's what I think. I'll salute Mama Cassandra.
Sandra, appreciate that, man. Really appreciate the donation. Really appreciate it. You guys, man, I really appreciate it, man.
Chat.
Look all the guys they got under I'm counting all the guys they got under contract. They got a lot of they ain't gonna be fit 4 guys. And then they got 1.
But they can move any of their contracts. They ain't
They
got
can move them, but you want 4 rookies?
Hold on. Who you talking about? Listen to who you're talking about. Yes, you do. OKC don't want the money. They would rather have rookie contracts.
Okay, but then what you got next year? You got another 4 coming next year.
Again, here's the key. If them guys they realize they can't win chips with it, they're not a key cog of a piece they need, they're willing to let them all go. That's why Shea can go. All them boogers can go. The only player I think they got on
14 guys on their roster. They're gonna have to cut somebody.
No, they're not. I'm telling you right now.
No, I'm saying no. 4 picks. They got 14 guys already.
What I'm saying is you could go to camp with 20 guys if I'm not mistaken.
And you're gonna have to get
rid of again, the draft, they already know they're gonna move guys. And when they have to do it, they're going to be bundling up their players. They know 2 or 3 guys finna get traded from their team. 3 or 4 guys possibly traded. Buys bought out.
Oh, you think they're going to make a trade?
Yes. Oklahoma City. Come on, bro. Yes.
I saw in a thing. This is another thing I saw. They says a rumor. They're going to Tobias Harris for trade Tobias Harris for Derek Favors.
That money don't match. Not even close. So why?
OKC can take all the money. They said they're gonna lose. They said they're gonna
So that means Philly sending them 2 first-round picks? Because that's the only reason they would do it?
No, they want Tobias Harris. This is the article said.
Time out. Who wants Tobias Harris?
They said OKC wants Tobias Harris.
OKC does not want Tobias Harris. I don't care who said that to you. So they don't because
he
got
hold on,
I'm sorry. Is this the last year of Tobias or does he have 2 years left?
2 years.
Ain't no way in hell they want him. No, that's not true. I don't care who wrote it. It's not true. If he was on an expiring, they wouldn't have no problem taking like they did with Horford. Take him in, give me a pick for taking expiring, and then either sell him out or just buy him out. They would do that. But 2 years left? What the hell does Tobias Harris do for Oklahoma City? Make sense of that. No, they don't.
I said the same thing, but I said
Philly wants to get rid of Tobias Harris' contract. They're going to have to pay to do it, though. They're going to have to pay to do it. And if they're willing to give up all those picks, what's the name? Them may eat up his contract for him because they did it for Al Horford. They may do that, but you got to give up them picks. And I don't know what picks. Philly ain't got no. Didn't they just give up all those picks to No, Brooklyn gave them a bunch of picks, right?
No, they
got
gave
the picks?
they got picks, but they got their pick back because Philly ain't won. I mean, Brooklyn ain't won it. So Philly got the 23rd pick this year draft.
No, it's gonna take more than that for them to eat up. I mean, oh boy's got like $80 million, right? He got
Who?
$80 million due to him. How much? Oh boy,
Tobias?
Tobias Harris. He got $80 million
They
bucks
got
due
like
to him.
80 through to him, yeah.
Man, they not finna eat no $80 million for no 123rd pick, bro. Hell no. That's whoever wrote that. Don't make sense out of that to me. Makes it that player. How much under the cap are they? They're not. Oh boy's only making like $9 million, 9.7. He's not even making 10 million. Favors.
10. He make 10.
So you eating 30 mil? Because Tobias making 38, almost 40.
No, Tobias gonna. I'm gonna look right now.
Yeah, Tobias is making. I think it's at least 38. He's making 38 this year, bro. So that's almost 30 million you got to eat. They don't even have that. I don't think they're 30 million under the cap.
Yeah, Tobias be 37. Yeah. Almost 30. Yeah.
Almost 38. So when you
Almost
put that 38. In there, you talking about eating up $28 million.
He got 30. He got 37.6.
I'm gonna ask you this:
39.2 next
year. Are you eating up $28 million for the 23rd pick? No, you're not. And you got 4 picks in this draft. That don't make no sense. That don't make no sense at all. And that's just for this year. You still got another 40 million you're gonna have to get Tobias next year. Nah, Philly want to use Golden State to get rid of Tobias's contract, to have him eat some of. They know they need a team like Oklahoma City to move Tobias Harris. Again, man, this stuff gonna be crazy. Yeah, I'll take that. Yeah, man, we've been cooking almost. Yeah, we've been cooking 2.5 hours. Yeah.
He said Sharif O'Neal be undrafted, probably.
Oh, did you see that article they put out on Laker Nation? It's trending. What old boy did last year.
What?
A few players did it, but he's probably one of the most notarized. Hillbilly Kobe, Austin Reeves. Remember they had him. They had him projected to be in the 40s. He said, "No, don't draft him," because he wanted to be able to control where he went. He realized being a late second round pick, it actually it gives the team more control over you. Undrafted, you can negotiate a new contract after 2 years. You go drafted, it's going to be 4 or 5 years before you can negotiate your new contract. 3, 4 years. So he said, don't draft me. I'll take a tad bit less money, which really ain't no less money, so I can have control of what I'm going to do. Now, next year, the Lakers got to make a decision. They want to pay him or let him walk instead of waiting 4 years to do that.
Yeah.
And you get to go to the team you want to go to. He picked the Lakers. So all you got to do is see your skill set, see where a team has a need, and literally say, don't draft me if I'm not going to be, top 40, don't draft me. Yeah. And the team won't. They will not draft you. You tell them don't draft you. They're not going to draft you. Yep, top 40, and I'll go wherever I want to go. And they said the Lakers got a lot of people interested in coming there already this year. A lot of players that don't want to be drafted. A few, not a lot, but, it's just Lakers is pretty good.
Lakers got a lot of roster spots, and Lakers got nothing but minimum things. So it's a lot of opportunity. Lakers got 8 roster spots.
Think of you a stretch big man.
They got 8 roster spots,
and you like banging. Why not go? Think of you a good point guard that understands ebb and flow. Why would you not go? Say you're a lockdown defender. Why would you not go? Say you're a quality wing that's super athletic. Why would you not go? All you got to do is you're going to go. You're going to build a summer league team. Now you can impress. You impress like Hillbilly Kobe did, you're going to make the roster.
Exactly.
If not, you still tied to the Lakers organization. You may get a 2-way contract. Man, the sky's the limit.
That's what I said. Lakers in good position because they got all them they got all them roster spots. The roster spots are good right now.
You know about that, man?
I don't know nothing about that.
Yeah, you don't drink nothing like that, huh?
Nah,
You be drinking that hard shit, don't you?
I don't do that.
You don't drink?
Huh?
You don't drink, Kareem?
Yeah, I drink, but not
Yeah.
that.
You don't drink beer?
No, I think
Really?
I'll go out. Nah, I
Huh?
don't really drink beer really.
Oh wow.
I drink more.
That good German stuff.
Yeah, I drink more
Liquor.
liquor. Yeah,
Got you.
more.
Man, we've been cooking for a minute, man.
Oh yeah. So yeah. So we cook. Tomorrow is the
2.5
game.
hours.
So we come Tuesday.
And I'm with that. Who you got? Who you got tomorrow?
I Golden State. I think that the momentum, and I just don't see them losing again in that building.
Yeah.
And I think Steph right now I think he caught his rhythm.
I got Golden State because I hate Boston. How about that?
I think Golden State
That's the setup.
I think they have rhythm right now. They're playing at a good rhythm, and yeah.
Draft show? You gonna do a draft show, Kareem?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to do it. I'm gonna be away, but yeah. I'm taking my computer, and I never took my computer really.
Wow.
Oh, Casamigos, you know what it is? My boy,
Yeah.
Casamigo. Casamigo, I had some last night.
Yeah. I don't know enough about the draft. I won't be much of a contributor. I mean, if you doing it, I'll probably be around and I'll, jump in and stuff. But I just don't know enough of the players. I ain't
I'm
scouting them like
learning.
that.
I ain't gonna lie. I've been like each day I get do like two. I highlight two players and I start looking over them. But I think if the Lakers had a pick for sure, I think it ran me up. But I looked. That's what the Lakers should give like that $4 million. Like you said, if I'm like I'm going OKC. You got 4 picks. You got 14 guaranteed contracts. Get the money.
Yeah.
Give us that 34. You got 30, 12, and 2.
Hey, it probably will be part of the deal and cash considerations. You know what that is. Well, you done paid for that pick that you got. That's all that means. Lakers will receive a second round pick. They just paid for it. And Oklahoma City will have cash considerations. Yeah, we know how much that is. So, and I don't think because it's so much movement, I don't think teams are going to be able to like the year Lakers got that pick. Nobody was really trying to move picks,
Yeah.
So they had to step up to get it. I don't think that's going to be the case this year. That's why they said they may be able to get 2. They may say, Skipper, give me the 48.
Yeah, I was hearing
48 and the 50 and the 51st pick. We'll give you 4.5 for both of them together.
So what?
Because the talent is there.
Yeah, because
they may take a mid to high 40s, a mid to 40s, and a low 50s. They may do that.
Yeah, good 2 picks.
Yeah, the talent is there. The talent's there.
It's definitely there.
I think the Lakers got to get super athletic. They need like specialists that can rebound or shoot. They got to be tall though. You can't bump these tweeners. You can't go with the tweeners, man.
I hate tweeners, man.
Don't give me no 6'4".
I don't want no
3 man. I don't want no 6'4" 3 man. Now I don't mind if he's 6'4" if he a point. Yeah, he a point guard.
Oh,
I take him at 6'4".
But I don't want no
but if he a two guard, I want him 6'6", bro. I want him 6'6" or 6'5" with ridiculous hops. Then I'll deal with him. It's just I need us, man, to not be doing these tweener guys all the dang time, putting everybody in bad situations where they got to guard up. THT should never have to guard Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah.
I mean, he's 6'8", bro, and he's 6'4". One's a 2, one's a 3. Unless it's a switch, he should never have to guard. I agree, Sonny. 6'7", 6'10" wing guys. Yes, that's what the Lakers should be looking for. And again, they should be developing. Now, if you just get a diamond in the rough, come out there balling like Hillbilly Kobe did, get that booger some minutes. But I'm telling the Lakers, they're going to get multiple assets for Russell Westbrook. I really believe that. They're going to get multiple assets, which is going to help fill up that roster. Then I believe they're going to get probably a sleeper guy that takes that $6 million.
Oh, yeah.
That's going to be somebody that's worth more than $6 million, but he's got to fit the Lakers thing. Hey, you got a list. Where you see the list? I gotta go the free agents list. Just put it in, just Google it. NBA free agents for 2022. That's how you get it.
Yeah,
Because I need to see who the free agents are.
I'm gonna
Because
show you right now.
that will be a free agent. That will literally be a free agent that we have to sign like that. Or unless they get that money to Malik Monk. If he takes it, you got to do that deal. You got to honor Malik the way he played. You have to get that money to him. But if Malik is saying I got to get more money, get that money to a baller. When somebody coming, I guarantee.
But he just did it. He just came out and said that he won $14 million.
Good. Now we know though. And I'm saying good as in we know. I like Malik Monk.
He said
But
he
if he's
won
trying to get
$14
14
million.
million and he won't multiple, I'm sure he's not trying to do. So he's letting teams know I'm not settling for the mid-level exemption, which is what, 11 million this year, 10, 11 million. He's not selling. Yeah, he's not selling for that. Okay, cool. So let's see if somebody give him $14 million. That's what you put in there. Oh, Eric Kwan put it in there. Is that what that is? No, I ain't gonna hit that link.
I got the list. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna run down the players that's free agent. You got Zach LaVine, Bradley Beal, possible James Harden, DeAndre Ayton, possible Kyrie Irving, Miles Bridges, Jalen Brunson, Anthony Simon, Colin Sexton, Bobby Portis.
Anthony Simons is a.
Yeah.
Oh, Portland got to resign him.
That's why I don't understand. They want Bradley Beal. That's why I said I don't know how they gonna do that.
Sign old boy to a max and trade him for Bradley Beal and another player.
That's what I said. If you're gonna trade
him, I see how they're gonna try. They got the 4th pick or the 7th. 7.
They got 7.
7. They're gonna try to package old boy Anthony Simons with a max, re-sign him to a max. So he locked in for Washington and the 7th pick and maybe another player, and then try to get Bradley Beal.
But if I'm Washington, I'm jumping on that Anthony Simon and the 7th pick. I'm jumping on that if I'm Washington. You get a younger guard.
I see why Washington won't Russ back. If they know Bradley gone, I see why they won't Russ back. I see why. Because there's rumbling out there. They won't Russ back. But they want the Lakers to take back Porzingis. That shit not happening.
The Porzingis contract longer than Russ.
I know. Lakers stupid as shit if they even consider taking Porzingis.
I know.
I would rather have the guy from Charlotte over Porzingis. No. No. Now Porzingis did ball out a little bit at the end, and people act like Porzingis don't play D. He do play D. He just can't stay healthy.
Marcus Aldridge.
I don't. He's too old. Way too old. Heart issue. Hell no. Sorry, LaMarcus, your days are done, bro. And I don't like LaMarcus Aldridge because remember he dissed the Lakers back in the day.
Oh yeah, he
tried
did.
to sign
He did.
him. I don't know.
He did.
Stay where you
he
at,
said,
bro.
He said it's a clown show, and they begged him to do a second interview.
And he would stay where you at, bro. You don't need to come to the Lakers. We good.
All right, so let me give y'all.
Never won nothing.
Let me give y'all some more free agent lists. Yeah, Mitchell Robinson, Mo Bamba, Kyle.
I'm getting him. I will get that money to Mitchell Robinson.
Oh yeah.
Mo Bamba gonna get more money than that, so I ain't worried about him. That money, I think you should be able to get Mitchell Robinson with that money, and I will give it to him. I sure would. That guy next to AD.
Woo! No fly zone.
No fly zone. Nope. You can still run that offense you want to run. Put him in the dunker spot. Yep. I would give that money to Mitchell Robinson if he wants to come to the Lakers. Now, he may be shitty because he thought the Lakers were going to draft him. You know what I mean? Remember, they were supposed to draft him.
And he said he want to play with the Lakers.
He did, but
he wants to play with the Lakers bad.
Hopefully he gotten past that, and hopefully he don't think he's worth more than $6 million. Kato, if I was the GM, what moves would I be making? The stuff we talking about now, I would be trying to get that $6 million slot. There has to be a need taken care of in that slot. Now, old boy resigning with us takes care of a need because that's our scoring coming off the bench. If little dude Monk comes back and takes that money, that's our 6th man. So it took care of a need. But we either got to get that, we got to get a quality wing that can play D, or we got to get a center that can back up AD, or we got to get a sharpshooter. It's got to take care of some need. It can't just be a good, decent player. that gonna come over there and not play decent. Don't give that money to a Matthews or somebody like that. Hell no. Hell no. And see, the Lakers is good at they try to split shit because they can split that, Kareem.
You can split
They can get
33.
they can or 4-and-2.
Yeah.
They be trying to do that kind of stuff. You get the right guy, like they did last year, because old boy, think about it, they did it last year. Old boy came, he was worth more than $5 million on the market. He took less to come to the Lakers. Instead of giving him the full 6 or the full 5.9, they only gave him 5. They said they wanted to keep the 900 so they could sign not sign, what do you call it? The people at the end when they get released from the teams and then you pick them up. I forgot what you call that.
Full 6. He didn't.
Yeah, but they kept that money so they could pick up a guy like that that was going to get released at the end of the year. Yeah, buyout candidates. They want to keep money for that, so they're gonna probably try to talk somebody into doing that crap again. If I'm the Lakers, I'm moving on from that. Get a man. Hey, this guy's supposed to be making 10, 12 million, and he willing to come. Get a man a whole 6.
Yeah, you can't worry about the buyout. Try to.
Well,
I'm gonna run down some more names. You got Kyle Anderson, you got Yusef Nurkic, you got Lou Dort, you got Chris Bosh.
Lou Dort.
Yeah, free agent.
Man.
But it's a team option.
Oh no, he ain't gonna work.
You got
this contract nothing. It's like $3-4 million.
Yeah, you got Toronto Chris Boucher, Gary Payton, Nicholas Batum is a player option.
I'm gonna tell you now. Batum, I don't see him leaving the Clippers.
I don't see him.
He
said Doc Rivers. He said Ty Lue saved his life. Him and Ty Lue like this.
Yeah, and Nicholas, maybe played for my AAU team a couple games. Good dude. But Gary Payton is a guy. I get that money, Gary Payton. I'm telling you what. You gotta have a dog that can harass these point guards today, and we don't have that on our roster nowhere. So Gary Payton could get that money from me because he's proven he can do that, and his game getting better every year.
All right, so I'm gonna go through some more names. Nicholas Batum, Thaddeus Young, Gary Harris, Nick Claxton, T.J. Warren, Deshaun Tate.
He is the mystery guy.
Zubac is a team option. Zubac a team option.
And I'm not interested in Zubac. That's why we gave him up.
And you got Tyus Jones
from Indiana.
They got Russ 27. Like, they be disrespecting Russ. All the guys better than Russ, like, stopped it. Like, that's the disrespect. So you may tell me Tyus Jones, Zubac, Deshaun Tate, Nick.
Was that supposed to be an order?
It started like this in the beginning. They said the top free agent rankings.
Yeah.
And they had Zach LaVine, the number 1 free agent. It ain't going by ABC order.
Okay. Don't let us get Tyus Jones.
Tyus Jones good.
I'll take him too.
You got Bruce Brown, PJ Tucker is a player option. Isaiah Hawkinson, Kevon Looney, Ricky Rubio, Malik Monk, Victor Oladipo, Marvin Bagley, Mike Muscala is a team option. Otto Porter Jr. You got the Martin twins, Cody and Kate Callan.
I may be trying to get 2 guys with that. I may be trying to get 2 guys with that money. I may be
3 and 3, 3 and 3,
or 4 and 2. I think a couple of them guys will take $2 million.
But $2 million is the mid level, the veteran minimum.
Only if you're a 10-year veteran. They make $2 million. Everybody else is 1 point something.
Yeah, 1.7.
A guy could get a little bit over and give him 2.1. Give another guy 3.9, something like that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you can make that work and get 2 guys out of it. The Lakers can easily make that work, especially if you got guys want to come. The Lakers will try to sign somebody at the minimum, but say they just, man, you got to give me a little more. I got to be making more than the minimum deal. Give them that.
You got Shake Milton. You got Pat Connaughton. You got Dante DiVincenzo. You got Montrezl Harrell. You got Lonnie Walker. Lonnie Walker restricted.
Team option. Yeah.
He restricted. Wesley Matthews, Torian Prince, JaVale McGee, DeLone Wright, Andre
I
Drummond.
take JaVale on a minimum. He could be the third center. I take JaVale on that deal. Yep. JaVale gonna be good. He gonna be good for 15 minutes a game, yeah.
Easy. You got
So Phoenix, but Phoenix is definitely not letting JaVale McGee walk, knowing that DeAndre Ayton is gone. They got to keep him. So he ain't going nowhere.
nah, he ain't going nowhere.
They're gonna have to pay him.
You got Hamidou Diallo. You like Hamidou Diallo?
Not enough to give him that kind of money. If he wanted to come there on a minimum, I love his athleticism in defense, yes, but anything over that, no, because he can't score at all. He can't shoot. He can't. No, but he's a quality wing defender. But the problem is, Lakers got to have guys that can shoot too. Around LeBron and when they got to have guys that can shoot. You put Diallo out there with Mitch Robinson, you hit.
You got John Wall, Hassan Whiteside, Jeff Green, Thomas Bryant, Jalen Smith from Indiana.
I like that dude, bro. I like him. That's he's restricted, right?
Or he unrestricted. I don't know how.
What's the name? Them let him go. They didn't redo his rights.
He unrestricted. And you got DeMarcus Cousins, Carmelo Anthony, Jermichael Green got player option. Amir Coffey, Derrick Jones Jr., Belisi, Belisi.
Go back. Go back. You said Coffee?
Yeah, Amir Coffey.
Is that team or
restricted? Yeah, the Clippers.
Yeah, he ain't going well. Because he could be the type player living in LA, don't like his role, want to get out. Want to get out for more minutes. You don't think Lakers give him more minutes? That boy can play.
Yeah.
I like him.
You got Juan
Toscano.
Alex Anderson from Golden State.
He's a world champ. You know how to play.
You got Jeremy Lamb, Josh Okogie.
Okogie? Oh, I would love to get him.
Josh Okogie.
I would love to get him.
Daniel House.
Nope.
Brent Forbes.
Who?
Brent Forbes.
Brent Forbes? Nah.
Yeah.
Nah.
From,
I know people say he's a shooter, but nah. I'm going to pass on that.
Joe Ingles. Dennis Schroeder.
Nope.
Ben McLemore.
Nope.
DJ Augustine.
Nope.
Thomas Sadaransky.
Nope.
PJ Dozier.
No, that's not the guy I'm thinking of, is it?
Oh, PJ Dozier?
From Denver? Is that the guy from Denver?
Denver.
Yeah, I like him.
Point guard. He good. He got hurt, but he good.
I'll take him.
He's good.
If he's healthy, I'll take a flyer on him.
He's tall. And you got Gordon Dragic.
Now, believe it or not,
Jackson.
I would take a flyer on Dragic if he wants to come on the minimum. Oh, I'm taking Dragic. Yeah, he coming on the vet minimum. I'm taking him. Dragic, he still show he can get it. They wouldn't let him roll in
Brooklyn.
In Brooklyn, bro. They wouldn't let him roll. He still got stuff in the tank. You can tell. Dragic still got something in the tank.
Yeah, he good.
He be like one of the few veterans I want to take back. I think Hall, I agree. Von Carter likes Darvin. Yeah, Carter may get to the Lakers. They like Carter. Carter's solid. He's solid. I mean, I won't mind him as my third point guard.
He play real defense.
I don't need him.
Up.
I don't need him getting major minutes though.
And he can knock down an outside shot.
Yeah, I like Carter. I don't think you win it with him though. Unless he's your third point guard. He on the side. Amir Coffey should leave. I agree, Sonny. Come right. Hey, it's a lead. Come right on over to the Lakers.
You like the Martin twins?
Yeah, but I ain't paying them no money. Not like that. They just glorify role players, energy guys. I can't. They don't score enough for me to. And they kind of tweener. What? 6'5", 6'6".
Yeah.
They kind of tweeners. They small 3 men. They really ain't twos because they don't score good enough and shoot good enough.
They got decent jump shots though.
They're not.
I want a big wing though. I want a big wing.
That one. I didn't hear Josh Jackson name on there.
Oh, Josh Jackson there. I probably make, but he's a free agent.
Yeah. I would, cause see, he's 6'8". I would take Josh Jackson. I'd take the flyer on him. He'd be the guy to take the flyer. He's just so talented and athletic. I would think that maybe we can make it work, put him around LeBron, AD.
Yeah.
He just feel grateful.
He got skill. He could dribble.
Yeah.
He could shoot.
He's so athletic too.
He's
bro.
athletic.
People forget. I saw that play the other day that Wiggins did. That booger took one dribble.
Oh
from
yeah.
the 3-point line and took off from the free throw. I was like, people forgot how athletic Wiggins was, man.
Yeah, people forgot.
He floated in for an easy dunk from the free throw line. I'm like, dang.
And not only that, Wiggins is playing Tatum good. Tatum
has not shot the ball well. I didn't see game 4. How did he play in game 4? Tatum.
Who?
Tatum.
Tatum ain't play. He played good in the first half. He only had like 7 points in the second half. He only had 23 points, and he shot like 8 for 23.
His shooting has been horrible.
Yeah, Wiggins been on him.
Way down.
Yo, you seen when Andre Iguodala? He's like, yo, Iguodala is funny. You seen him when he went at Andrew Wiggins?
I didn't. What happened?
Andrew Wiggins made a bonehead play, and he got on him. The veteran
got in his face? Got in his face?
Yeah, but Wiggins took it like, listen, it wasn't like, no, they wasn't beefing or nothing.
Oh, good.
He said, his face was, he's like, yo, I wish I had it.
That nigga Andre old enough to be your daddy. You should
listen. He's like, come here. Yo, that joint was funny. I know Dow Pitt seen it because he been on Twitter. I know he's seen it. He said Tatum going for 35 tomorrow. Oh, he was 9 for 23.
I'm gonna tell you right now, bro. That's bad. 9 for 23. I'm gonna tell you right now. AD better bring it this year, bro. These Lakers fans ain't playing.
Oh yeah.
He better bring it this year.
Yeah, he gotta bring it this year.
He better bring it this year, bro. I think the atmosphere, again, the environment that these guys, that Darvin gonna create, bro, that Rashid and the other man, they gonna understand. You either gonna, hey, you can't handle this, you may request a trade. Because that laissez-faire, that it's just not gonna be accepted, bro. It's just not gonna be accepted. You could tell. And you know, Darvin's got a tall task to resurrect the Lakers. He's got a tall task. But if the players buy in and work their ass off, it ain't gonna be a hard job. Lakers gonna be. Hey, this what I like, Kareem. Guess what I like? I'm listening to all the pundits talk, and they talking about, oh, the West is back next year. They got everybody back. Nobody's even mentioning the Lakers. Nobody. I'm talking about nobody. Everybody believes the Lakers are just done. It is over. LeBron is washed. AD ain't the guy. They off the list. Yeah, the Clippers.
Yeah, the Suns gonna be there. Yeah. The Nuggets be back with Jamal Murray and them. Nobody's about the Lakers.
I'm not hearing anybody.
And they said the Warriors will be back. They have Wiseman.
Yep. I ain't hearing nobody talk about the Lakers. Good. That's exactly how we want it. No expectation from y'all. Once we get out here and start smacking people's heads, they're gonna be like, well, that is LeBron, that is AD. You know what I mean? That's when we're gonna get that. And that's how it should be.
So let me ask you this, right? Scale 1 to 10, would you give Russ returning to the Lakers? 0? Wow.
Yeah.
He got 0.
I just believe these teams, I believe these owners it's too much money to pass on. You can't take the chance and say, well, he'll be there to trade deadline. Can't take it. Yep. And you know how stuff trickles. Once one domino fall, boom, 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 boom. And I just see one of these owners saying, bump that, let's get this money. The Lakers ready, let's get this money. We ain't finna get, if they see 2-3 deals go and all the players they really want is gone, they may go ahead and do this deal.
And then not only that, you getting it's positive with Russ. You're getting 82 games. You're getting a guy. Russ is a good as Steven Adams and your boy love him. The guy what's the guy who like LeBron? He always going at LeBron. The big white boy from Turkey.
Oh, Freedom.
Freedom, yeah. They said Russ. They said, yo, Russ is the best teammate. They said, yo, Russ connect. They had a big thing. They said, yo, they'll run through the wall for Russ.
Think
They
about
said
this.
Russ rock with the whole team when KD left. He kept them together.
Look what Paul George did. Look what Paul George did till he found out Russ was trying to leave him. He stayed. Enes Kanter, yeah. He re-signed with OKC to stay with Russ.
Yeah.
He could have left and went to the Clippers then. But he stayed on stay with Russ. Then he found out Russ tried to backdoor and get out of there on him. That's what made him turn on Russ. But so I don't hear people saying Russ a bad teammate. Think about the
Wall.
Lakers.
I mean, what's the name?
Think about the
Bradley
Lakers.
Beal loved him.
Yeah. Nobody on the Lakers complained about Russ as a teammate except the coach.
So that's
He's
why I
on
said.
one.
That's why I said Russ for 1 year. You getting a lot. You getting production.
Oh,
You getting
son.
health. You getting some health. You getting production.
And that's even if you want to play him. You may want to get him and buy him out. Save the money. I think teams are sleeping on it, but man, I guarantee this. I bet Philly wish they'd have pulled the trigger. I bet Philly wish they had the guts to do it.
Oh yeah.
They ain't had the guts.
Yeah.
Russell Stan, I saw a video. He was the one showing Darvin Ham around Elder. So, I mean, that I get you, Paul. Yeah, he was at the press conference, dog. That don't mean nothing. Hey, Paul, I will say this. Russ wants to stay. He does. Russ did all of these moves, y'all, to get to L.A. He don't want to leave L.A. But the Lakers would be stupid to run it back with Russ. I don't give a shit what Darvin's saying. On that front office, his ass is gone.
Hey,
He showed me enough last year. And I've seen enough in this game in the last 10 years to know he's not going to help us win a championship. That nigga gone if I'm front office. Oh, I'll play it all up because Darvin don't know what they're going to do. You know what I'm saying? So, and any good coach will think, hey, I can coach a superstar. I can get it done. We can relate. So I think Darvin is up for the challenge. I think Lakers will be stupid if we start the season with Russell Westbrook. Because I just think it's going to be so many opportunities out there that they should not pass on. And we need roster spots. Trading Russ pretty much guarantees you 3 or 4 more players coming in. You need to fill that roster. You don't want to be in a situation where you got 7, 8 roster spots and all you doing is working on free agents and freaking rookies coming in. You don't want to be in that minimums. You don't want to be in that situation.
That's a lot of minimum because we got 8 spots.
Think about this.
After that biannual, everything else is minimum.
And you get flexibility if you bring in these other contracts because you can move them down the road. Yeah, you still get extra flexibility depending on what those contracts are. Yeah. So Lakers gonna get assets for Russ. That's what they're gonna do. And they smart. Too many teams gotta make moves for them not to go down. Yep. If not, go get John Wall. Let's see if Houston will play ball with you. Houston pissed at John Wall.
And John Wall always been a guy that been around the league as more like an attitude than Russ.
Yeah. You ain't never heard that about Russ. No rumblings. No rumblings. Yep. All right, Kareem, 3 hours, man. I'm out.
All right, bro. I need everybody to hit the like. We almost had 200 likes. Can we get 5 more likes?
Let's get it, y'all.
Can we get 5 more likes? Can we get the big 200? That's a career high, 200 likes at one live. I had 200, but after I got off. Can we get to 200?
Let's see where we at.
Where we at?
Oh, you way over 200. 213.
230. Okay. So good night. We will see y'all on Tuesday.
Well, your subscribers going up too, man. Doing a good job, Kareem.
It is.
I just watch it every time I look at the likes, look at the subscribers. Look, moving up a little bit, creeping.
Appreciate that.
That's what
man.
you want a steady climb.
That's
Just
right.
getting out there, getting out, people sharing the videos and stuff. Thank y'all for doing that.
Yeah.
Share the videos.
I
Keep sharing the
appreciate
videos.
that. Texas, I appreciate you coming up here, giving your insight on things.
Yeah, my brother, salute. Brother Texas, salute. Yeah, I'm out. Bless you, my brother.
Peace.